Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, or your regional equivalent, and welcome again to Swin, specifically in the Forever Cold War universe, with the Lunar-Class problem currently attempting to be solved by Neull Squad. And of course we have Jonas, Schneider, Dame, Oddie, and Will is also here. And I didn't miss out
Good
on
morning,
anybody.
Softly.
Thank you.
Did Oddie just get server muted?
I don't know. I didn't do anything to Oddie.
Well, if
No,
you
I think
didn't
he
do it,
muted
then
himself.
no, he was.
He muted
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah,
Oddie,
'cause
unmute yourself.
If you didn't do it, then yeah, he must have muted himself.
I think he's dealing with something. That's alright. So
Probably dealing with family.
So we have Jonas, of course, and then we have Will, and we have Schneider. Schneider?
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
do have me.
And of course Dame, who is currently dead, but we'll hear from him in a little while.
And Oddie, who's now unmuted himself yet again.
Yeah, hello.
Hello, Oddie. Good. Okay, Dame, are you alive?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, people, we're back in the Lunar Class, and as we last recall, you guys.
Will, could you not? Thank you.
Will, like last time, don't do that. It's incredibly distracting. Okay? Thank you. Alright, so last time you guys went down into the city of the Lunar-Class ship. You fought some Lost, then you took a tram, because there's always trams in my games apparently, as Oddie made the joke. You arrived at this massive, well, you went through this massive old decayed city. You've heard this about 50 times by now, but I'm doing it again anyway. This old boarded up decayed city that's deep within the Lunar Class. It's in this massive chasm that seems to go forever. And eventually this tram took you to a tower that was glowing faintly. In a very centralized area. We had a big open plaza sort of thing. With big turbines and generators and broken buildings all to the left of it, and just this forest of buildings all around of it that just extended out, and you could see the Lost hiding in there. And eventually they came out, but that was later. And you walked across, you got out of the tram, and you arrived on this massive platform that had some sheer drops going along it, but that didn't really phase you. You approached, you found a GCD data pad that had the communication log of a GCD captain who was leading a team to try and get into the tower, but the tower door was incredibly tough. Eventually, one of his guys set off a terminal trap, blew himself up, and then that alerted a massive monster that then came in and attacked them. The Metagragor, as the team later found out.
Which we blew the shit out.
Which the team promptly shot until it couldn't move anymore. Then it burst in half. Its second phase, in air quotes, began, and then its sort of thin tentacly body, well, not thin tentacles, it was like thin sticky body, just smacked everyone around and did like lightning on Jonas and did sort of
damn two-faced bosses.
And caused the team a little bit of distress, but Dame was unfortunately downed, and then they had to deal with two Hushfers, which was a bit more painful for them.
Honestly, not really.
Dame got downed, unfortunately, and then Oddie was able to revive him afterwards. Halen is also here. They also grabbed the mech and made it an LSN mech. So
love having spray guns.
Jonathan Schneider spray painted blue and orange onto the darn thing, and Oddie upgraded it, gave it a proper Gilzian rifle, and lots of other things. Now the mech is under my command because it's my mech, or Camo 5 if he was here, but sadly he isn't.
Camo would be the mech.
Or he would be Halen, but Camo isn't here.
Oh,
Actually,
feels bad, man. Camo's online.
He is online. I just sent him a message. Don't worry, we'll catch him up afterwards. And so that was that, and they destroyed the thing, and then there was also the Lost, and there was the Lost officers or Marines or whoever the guys were. They seemed very intelligent. They talked to you, and blah blah blah. Go watch the blooming thing once I've uploaded it. Why am I saying that? It'll go out before this. Who cares? Anyway, so that happened, and
Probably not.
then they got into the elevator. Oddie brought up some boxes, and the other they all brought the broken mechs in. Repaired the mech. Their mech now, who they have yet to name, but they'll name in a moment. But then the team, Oddie managed to fix Dame's communication system, so his quantum communication array, so he was able to talk to ops, who then, gave them some information. And then I left on a cliffhanger where, that is the wrong thing, where Maver's Mavericks had sent them a communication, or Dame finally got a sort of a message from Maver's Mavericks. Now that his quantum communication was up online, it was starting to scan the systems and trying to download guffies. And so we left you on that, and Dame, would you like to so Dame, you're in your command suit. It's a little bit ripped up, but Ollie's patched it together as best he can.
Yep.
And on
I'm
one
a little ripped up as well, but I'm not complaining too much.
Dame has got a little red dot on him, which just reminds me that he's been knocked down, fatally wounded in a sense, and luckily Oddie, or was it? No, it was Schneider or someone that was able to stabilize him. Yeah, it was Schneider. Schneider stabilized him, which has lessened the amount of damage that kind of has happened to him. But in effect, he gets a little worse things in certain circumstances, and he's lost I think an AC or something. I can't remember what I did to you.
I lost an AC, so now I have AC 8.
Yes, he lost an AC when the Metagragor gripped him, but there was okay, don't worry. The extra changes are on my side, which you don't get to see. And then
I mean, you could basically go completely armorless, and it wouldn't make much of a difference.
Yeah, pretty much at this point, which is a bit of a tragedy. Great. And
communicate with the ops.
Exactly. So, Dame, you looked at one of your displays on your suit, and it's showing you that you've received a squad message, a local communication, a VAID, amusingly enough, a VAID comm. It's a message, not an actual inbound communication, so you can look at it if you want. Or what do you want to do? Dame?
Yes?
Would you like to look at the communication, or what do you want to do?
Communications? Where?
So, no, what I'm saying is, do you want to look at it?
I guess?
Okay, great. Show to players. Alright, so, Maverick comms. So, VAID comm incoming. Message logged 1 hour, 43 minutes ago. Neull Squad, this is Maverick Primary. We've reached the primary wave cannons rotation system, so if you boys can knock around in there and get that thing offline, or at least temporarily disabled, then we should be able to bring in the big boy reinforcements today. Remember, once the high core landers start dropping off troops, this gun is ours, man. Hell, if one of the Ferolders drop an Alpha Strider, we'll own the side of the moon in a few days. Okay, Ops asked me to quit the chit-chat. Once we're done, we'll be on our way to link up with you, but it'll take a while. Maverick comes out, and the message cuts off.
Well, good to hear.
Okay.
Neull Squad, we have a new objective.
Well, it is your primary objective. Take out the good old cannon. In fact, I should have thrown you over.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. I should have done this. I should have kept you over here.
Yeah, but now we're no longer in the abyss. Also, I love how the tiny Ferolder is kind of just part on the Luna class.
It's tragically small. But yeah. Okay, so alright guys, you're free to do whatever the hell you want for the most part. What you want to do? It's going to take a little while for the elevator to go up, so any last minute things you want to do, any last minute things you want to try and do or set up or think about or talk about, you can do it now. I'll give you a couple of minutes.
Can you make me a crutch?
Ain't on the parts, sorry.
You can probably scavenge the metal. I mean, there's still a bunch of mech parts left around. You just stuck some extra plates in the Mickey, and you can still build a couple things.
I know. I'm saying, are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm not to give you a piggyback.
If Dame gets downed again,
then I can find the parts.
By the way, if Dame gets downed again, your quantum communication array is going to get even more damage. So I would advise maybe keeping him alive. Just saying.
Listen, I'm your only contact to the outside at the moment.
Because the problem is the QCA is built into his suit, so if the suit takes far too much damage to cause him to be down the suit, obviously the QCA also takes damage. So that's basically how it works.
I regret fighting the Metagragor.
Yeah. Oddie can try to maybe fix up your armor a bit. But,
No,
that's gonna
no.
need like a tick
It's
roll.
good for now.
Okay, that's fine.
We don't have enough time for it. We need an actual group of professionals.
Okay.
Laps?
Yes, Will.
I'd like to ping and see if I can find these guys and see, hey, where are you guys?
Oh, you wanna try and ping them on communications? Okay, sure, go ahead.
Yes.
Give me a whatever your highest tech roll is, basically.
Not computers?
You should have a
Computers would make.
tech roll, don't you? Do you have a tech roll?
Yeah, I do have a tech. I do have a tech roll. Yeah. No, I
Okay,
was
then
just
roll
wondering
tech.
if computers would probably be more accurate, but okay.
Um, yeah, it's a little more tech than it is.
Tech, post tech, attribute, intelligence.
Yes, intelligence. Okay, sure.
Thing.
You sort of you manage to get a crackly message out through the complicated hull and jamming arrays and all the weird magnetic systems going on through the lunar class. You sort of get a little rambled communication out to them. Are you basically just asking, where are you guys? Stuff like that.
Hey, guy, cut out.
Hey guys, where are you? And so Dame manages to kind of tell you that you went through these things, and he sends you their sort of location. Well, he tells Ops to kind of somehow send it to the dropship. What, Dame?
Elevate.
No, that's all he was able to say.
Oh no. Okay. All right. Any last things? Okay. So you managed to send the coordinates off. Ops sends it off to him.
I got an X and a Y, but not a Z.
That's probably good enough. Okay, gents. Anything else? Because the elevator seems to be getting close to something. Nothing else?
Everyone, the defensive positions, prepare to open fire.
In what direction?
So
And how do you tell it's getting close?
so
It's slowing down a bit.
So all around it are these big, heavy doors. It doesn't have walls. It just has heavy doors on each side of it. It looks like they've all been opened equal amounts. You can't tell which one usually gets opened more. Above you, there are a few little hatches that kind of show into the darkness of the tunnel above, and you can see little lights denoting every 50 meters or 100 meters, and they go up and up and up. And you can see that there's a big ring of lights quite high up, but it's getting very close, very fast. So you think you're probably coming to a stop.
Yeah, I know.
That's how you
I'm
can
saying aim in every direction.
You can move the mix for an AC -1 reduction in certain circumstances.
I was going to say let's have the mech corpses as cover.
You guys are free to move them, by the way, so you can stick them wherever for the most part.
Okay, so I'm thinking one here, and one down here somewhere.
Yeah. Schneider, do you want to remake some grenades? By the way, because you have a big box of parts and things. Want to try and remake some? Okay, give me. I can't remember what your biggest stat is. Give me some gunnery. Why not? Give me some gunnery.
Mind me helping him out with that?
Yeah, Jonas, you can also roll gunnery, and you can see if you two can scrounge some grenade parts.
What
together.
attribute you want?
Intelligence. If you'd be so kind.
See if you two boys are smart.
Oh, very nice. Okay, no, that's great.
A 5 and a 1 and a 5 and a 3. He gets one more than me.
Schneider, how many grenades do you have? Or how many did you have?
Pretty sure I had 6.
Okay. And I think you put all of them down to stop the lost, remember, or something?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can have all 6 back. Because you and Jonas go through the crate and scrounge up parts and sort of manage to, and Oddie comes over and all together you manage to remake your grenades. Oddie, you don't get to make a fire grenade. There's not enough time. Another one. Oddie, how many fire grenades do you have left? Oddie?
Technically none.
Okay, you can have one. You can have one.
Well, that's I threw one at the top of the shaft, then I threw one into the pit,
And then
then
you
I threw one at the end, then I only have 3.
Okay, you can have one more. You can make one. So you managed to scrounge together enough combustible components and Schneider, -1 grenade from you, just to give that to Audie, and then he turns into a fire grenade. So you can have some fire. Okay, cool, guys. And kadoom, kadoom. Also, by the way, while you were all going up the elevator, you could hear something running along the outside, like something was climbing along with you. Although at one point it started to drop further and further below you as the elevator picked up speed. But something was running along the outside of the tower, to your knowledge.
No!
That's all you
Was
can.
Jonas' head hurting?
I think
Jonas's
we're-
head was hurting ever so slightly, It felt like, but he wasn't sure if it was a headache or what it was. So
Awfully English.
Can we read that when we reach the top, or whenever we reach whatever floor, that we make sure to look down?
Maybe we can't look down.
you can't. Yeah, it's just a solid plate. Unfortunately, can't really look down.
Yeah, but still.
You
Better
can
safe than
try.
sorry.
You can try.
It's
alright.
better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. It's okay. Guys, move yourselves into position. You can move the mech around. Actually, let me. Could that not please just not be like that? E. All plates. There you go. Okay. Okay, guys, get yourselves into position. So Schneider's there, Jonas is there, Audie's there. Dame, you happy where you are? Halen is.
Schneider. All
Yeah.
all the walls are doors.
I know.
Chill in the middle. I
Schneider,
think the middle is safer.
Schneider can be wherever the hell he wants.
Okay. My idea is just to dash to cover if there is. If there isn't, we're fucked anyway.
Like we're gonna appear and be surrounded by either Ellison, because Laps would find that hilarious, or by like 3 Metagrogors.
Oh jeez. Okay, so gentlemen, as the elevator is now finally. Okay, yes, Jonas.
3 Metagrogors would be if this was the Assassin's game.
He's not wrong.
I've given him an idea now.
Oh no. The assassins are gonna pitch up. There's just 3 Metagrogors standing around the corpse of their old friend. They just turn to the assassins and go. Just charge.
Or somehow, here's something. Somehow the assassins got ahead of us and they're all stood at the top of the lift.
Oh my life. Okay, that'd be amazing. All right, gentlemen.
They're just that good.
Okay.
They're the actual competent ones.
Okay.
We're
Are you ready to hit the top of the elevator? Are you ready?
No.
Yes.
You don't count, Dave. Right.
I'm ready.
Okay, great. So, it's now starting to slow down, and eventually, it stabilizes. No, it stabilizes. You can hear something attach into the base plate of the elevator, and the doors are still closed, and you hear something cycling, and then suddenly the doors will just swing right up in very, very quick speed, and you're blinded by perhaps the brightest room you've seen in a long, long time. Gentlemen, give me your initiative.
Oh, motherfuck!
No.
It
Gotta keep
didn't.
it. Oh, for. Oh God! Oh,
Where's the orange you go?
You would done that one.
it's already going bad.
The bot
Why am I in the wrong place?
Things are already going well.
Okay, so let me just roll for them. Give me a second. Oh my life. Okay, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Roll.
We were not prepared.
You were not prepared. And hush fuzz.
Oh my God!
They roll
Why?
max. We roll nothing.
Well,
Why?
Okay, right.
GG,
Well,
boys.
gentlemen,
GG.
your luck is your
Just when
luckily your luck
Our
is
luck has run out,
It's running
gentlemen.
out.
Prepare to be killed turn 1.
Oh my life. Okay. Right. So, as the doors swing open, you're all. The problem is, it's so bright. The area down below was dark. The elevator ride was dark, except for your headlights on the lights on your helmet, and Mickey's night vision. But that doesn't really count. And it was just pitch black. And now the doors fling open, and there are these bright, strobing white lights across the ceiling, and you're just all blinded. But unfortunately, the Medorians, who seem to have been hauling materials, are not at all. They turn towards the thing, and they just see, and they charge. Hushfa runs to here. Hushfa jumps on top of the mech and lunges at Oddie, and the other one is going to step back and just take a shot at, well, pretty much everything. What is Meki's armor? Oddie.
Audie?
Oddie's muted himself.
hello.
Hello, Oddie.
Armor.
Of
What
Meki.
that armor?
Of Meki.
Well, AC.
AC.
Yes.
Sorry.
6.
Right.
I think I have the least AC in the entire game now.
Okay, that's
or the
very
most
nice.
AC.
Okay, it's not bad. Oddie, what's your AC?
Why am I getting killed? 6.
Okay, you have an AC of 6.
Wait, Meki has an AC 6?
It went down. He died. Remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, I was kind of confused.
Oh yeah, because Meki got ripped in half by the big size 2 Hushfa. I forgot about that. Good reminder. And the Steel Dan, of course, is gonna fire its sad little light ray pistol at the mech, the Neull Marine. What is its AC? It's got an AC 5. It's better than Meki now. That's not fair. Pew. Okay, so gentlemen, take your damages.
It rolled max damage.
This does not
Bode well.
does not bode well.
Wait, we had just fought a Metagrog or some other freak of nature, and we're gonna be killed by these boys.
Okay. Right. Schneider. Because you know what, Schneider? Because you have your nice old helmet on, it's actually and your helmet's painted quite dark. You know, the light of the strobing white lights didn't take you, and you just turned and saw what was going on. And because you had already poised yourself and you're like fully ready, and you just started. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna shoot them,
Great.
obviously.
You can't shoot them through your friends, so you're gonna have to move a little bit.
Oh
mean-
god,
You could try to shoot your friends, but if you miss, you'll end up hitting them.
that wouldn't be positive.
Please
would
don't.
it,
Would not be
considering our
positive.
luck.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay. So you
I'm going to um just dual center fire the Hashra attacking. Okay, wait, easy.
okay. The AC of the little Hushfa is 4 AC,
For AC.
and the steel
Absolutely fine then.
and
But
the, and the-
no, I can stunner fire the same Hashra. I don't want to care about these
Okay.
two because he's running away anyway.
True.
And he's yeah, so
Okay. You can fire. Then roll twice for me. Just,
yeah, obviously.
okay. Cool stuff. Okay. Nice. And
Suck it.
okay. Very nice. So, brrr, just open fire into the Hushfuck. Hit it a couple times with the Illyrian. And it kind of yelps back in pain as the Illyrian stings and goes right through its armor and goes right through its legs and painful. Well, it's not having the same effect as Skull's Iron, but it's still doing some pretty decent penetration work. Okay, and that's Schneider's go. Oddie, what you want to do? Stable nanobiotech. Heals
Wrong one.
3. Oh, okay. What do you want to do?
My self-injecting stable energy.
Okay, okay.
Fighter.
Gives one more AP with a 2-turn cooldown. Okay, go for it.
Climb up on top of the broken man.
Right, give me a second.
The silence is unbearable.
I return. The silence is bearable again. Alright, what do you guys want to do? So, Oddie, what are you doing? Oh, remastered Vexor Cannon. Bleed, attack, 3 HP per turn. Okay, on the one right in front of you. Alright, attack, kabah, you hit it, and it takes -3 per turn. Okay.
And because I still have another action technically,
Yeah, you do.
I still can technically move because I only move like 5 feet.
Sure, go for it.
I missed. That's it.
Oh, okay, alright. That's just how it is. So you shoot it once, but unfortunately, because of the way Zozaki and Shard weaponry works, the second shot kind of jams, and the weapon, and you kind of have to pull back and try and rip the damn thing to parts and try and fix it. But you kind of get that working again, but it just had to clear up a temporary jam. All right, Dame. So Dame, you are injured, badly hurt. Oddie managed to patch you up. Your arm is sort of sewn back together and soldered back together and stuck back together in whatever strange array. You have a shotgun, which you took back from Halen, who didn't roll because I'm an idiot, and neither did the mech. Because
The
I'm
mech
also an
rolled, I
idiot.
rolled.
Oh, thank you, Oddie. Oh, thank you. I'll let Halen and
You allow us to select it.
True. I'll let Halen and the mech go at the same time. Then.
I'm going to step over here.
Okay. So behind you, kind of like sidestep around Halen, go back behind him. All right.
I like to think more like I tried to go over the crate like slide, but
I
then I
see,
kind
yeah.
of failed, so I just ended up right here.
Okay. All right.
I pull out my very beautiful shotgun.
Mm. Kabam! What do you do?
And I shoot it.
Okay. AC 4? Yeah, I said AC 4. AC 4?
I'm gonna miss.
No, you actually hit perfectly, and
Oh
obviously,
my goodness. Look how many ones I rolled.
and you hit this one, right?
This one.
Exactly. Great. Okay. So it gets hit for a good old 10 damage with a shotgun, so it does throw it back a little bit. They both get knocked back into the same position. Okay. And that's your move, Dame. Jonas, what you want to do?
Casually. Fucking. Step up here. Just. Pull out the Orion. Just aim at the fucking fool trying to run away. AC.
The Steel Dan has an AC of 7.
Almost minimum damage, feels.
Oh, your Gal rifle. Kapapapapapa. I'm surprised you're using your Gazelle rifle. I'm like, oh, nice. So you pull out your Gazelle rifle, fire at it, and the Gazelle goes right through one of its arms, but it unfortunately doesn't hit anything more critical than that. And it kind of gets pushed back against the wall because of that. Okay. The mech now. Due to the amazing upgrades that you guys gave to the mech is fully intelligent, and effectively runs out to here and takes a shot at the Hushfuzz. Where is he? Okay. He has a fully functional Galzion. A fully functional Galzion rifle. And if he does... Nice, 11. And because it's a Galzion rifle, it goes through both of them. Kapow. and also because he's a mech. Because he's the Neull mech. Right through both of them. The one yelps in pain, screams, falls into the other one, and kind of dies, sort of on it. The other one is bleeding quite profusely.
Whoops! We might have become too powerful.
Don't say that.
I wouldn't say that at all.
Perhaps we'll ever find a way to nerf us.
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Listen to Hayden. Also supposed to do it with the other mic.
Oh yeah.
Laps.
Laps is gone.
Of course he is.
Apologies again. There's infinite distractions, but my dog should be fine now. Okay. All right. Sorry. What's happening now? What do you guys do?
We're waiting for you.
Okay.
Hayden.
Oh, of course. Halen still has to go. You're absolutely right. So Halen kind of pulls himself up, pushes himself over, and he has a slightly I don't know if that's the right word for it, but he has a slightly altered Golzion rifle. He picks it up, and shoots at the blooming thing. That is actually... Is that the right skill? Yeah, that is the right skill. Silly thing. Okay, fire, AC 4. And how does Halen do? Kapow! Shoots it right in the head. It yelps. Actually, no, he hits it in the chest. It yelps. It kind of staggers back again. And then kind of roars forward a little bit. It's on its last legs. Okay, Mickey.
Charge.
Charge. Sounds so despondent. Oddie is winning. Too nice for you. I assure you it won't last forever. Please enjoy it while it lasts. And Mickey just slices its head off and goes rolling across the floor. Chink. And the poor Steel Dan is, is kind of just... it's clawing against the wall. It smacks a panel. The door opens. And it runs into this hallway, which I need to reveal. Okay. Runs into the hallway, down, and is trying to desperately smacking on another keypad. Schneider, what do you want to do?
Well, they aren't fearless after all.
Oh no, these things definitely aren't fair enough. You have a fun on the sideline on it.
I just wanna look up a bit, get a better angle of this.
Sure.
Because he ain't telling nobody we're here.
I think they
bullets
heard.
already have.
Oh, and I'm... Shh. He's not gonna tell anyone.
He
Then
won't.
they wonder how much of a badass we are.
I'm gonna have to reload my MD, which means I'm gonna have to use my cut Scion.
And not your guy Zion.
Oh no. It's so bad. It's only a 3d5. Oh.
Oh my god, it's like the worst left in the game.
Oh my life. Says Oddie with the remastered Victs. Suck.
Which is probably one of the worst weapons in the game.
Haha, no. I think I have the one. Think I'm carrying the one that's currently the worst.
Which weapon is that, Jonas?
Old service pistol.
I thought you got rid of that.
Oh yeah, the old service pistol. I remember when you got that. Wow, that was a while ago.
2d3.
It's the same as the Steel Dan, actually. Funnily enough.
Wait, so they haven't improved their weapons?
Well, against LSN armor, no. Against like your Defend Weave, Uber Carbon armor that you guys are all wearing, no, it's kind of quite weak. But when you shoot them, they don't have Uber Carbon, so damage is kind of sort of equal due to that disparity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Schneider, Oh, Schneider took a shot. It goes right through the thing's head and it just explodes.
Like the Death Star.
No, you shoot it and just, it goes right through its chest and it slumps against the wall and sort of unfortunately dies. But unfortunately, because it's Galzion, the Galzion shell, the little not the shell, but the little ball, Galzion orb, goes right through the door as well and goes sailing right through into. Well, you can't really tell because it's quite a small hole, but it just goes right through, and you can tell that there's obviously a large room at the other side. Because it just goes. And unfortunately, that's its turn. Broop, 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 broop. No. Okay, Schneider, are you happy with that? What do you wanna do? Anything else? Actually, you moved a
I
little.
can't do anything else.
Yeah, you moved a little in shot. What am I saying? Okay. After shooting, and and screaming of the hushvers and the biting and the scraping, you think that maybe you have about one more turn before alarms get raised. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Oddie, what do you want to do?
What does this thing do?
Give me a computer's roll. You know the drill.
Can I disable the alarms?
It's perfect. Unfortunately, all you really have is a door control panel. It sort of seems to control the elevator as well, but you
Send it
can't-
back down.
with everyone still on it. It's like, I'll do this myself, guys. Fuck it off. So there's the door control right in front of you. You can sort of control the other doors, but not really. You think that maybe you could open one of the other doors, but I mean, one is already open, the other one, and then the massive one you can't really interface with. Also, you have lights and other more esoteric things like that. But you can control the door, and there doesn't seem to be anything regarding an alarm.
Can I have a blueprint?
You attempt, but if the thing has very limited access, unfortunately, there's
Damn.
no real hope of you getting it from this station. Maybe from another one. So all around you are these crates and there's pallets with boxes on them. It looks like the hushvers were pushing stuff or pulling it, who knows, and taking it places. And then there's a little sort of guard station to the top right. And the steel dome looks. The steel dome actually has some fatigues on it. It looks as if it might be some sort of officer. You don't know really, or some like security guy that's just standing there. But yeah. Do you want to open doors, Oddie? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's not moving further back up to the top area.
Okay. Dame,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
Okay. So, I'm going to say, the alarm's going off, right?
No. But you think because you guys are quite an elite team, and because you shot lots of bullets, you assume that by the time in basically one round's time from when from when Schneider acted. Basically, once it gets back to Schneider, you assume that by that time the alarm will probably be raised, or maybe in one or two more rounds. But you don't want to really. But that's sort of your estimation. The alarm's going to get raised, but it's going to be.
Okay, so which direction are we picking, everyone?
So above you is a massive blast door. There isn't any console. Well, the console's to its right. But there's no console on it. It doesn't look like it's meant to open necessarily.
I know which direction we're going.
It's very heavily armored, very quite strong.
Well, what
but
about the wall around it?
The thing is that it looks more like it's stopping something from getting in than it is something from getting out. That's what it looks like.
Oh, so we are the ones who are going to be getting in there.
We're not going that way.
But why not?
What I actually mean is, it looks as if the door on this side is the side that things are supposed to be on, and the stuff on the other side wouldn't be supposed to be coming through.
Okay, no, that's fair enough. We're not going through there then.
Like you're on the inside, that's more so the outside.
Okay. So, let me see. How about we go... Yeah, down. Down will be nice.
Okay. All right. You can-
or south.
south. Yeah,
So
down. That's fine.
I
No, no,
motioned that we're in, say, breaching positions.
breaching positions. Delta Squad forming up. Huh. Bugger, Delta
I move
Squad.
up. I say, get ready to breach. Get this door open when you get a chance.
Okay.
I swear, I'm not going to tell him that I could have opened the door just a second ago.
That's fine, Oddie. You'll be able to move back pretty soon. Okay, Jonas.
Now I'm going to the controllers or stations.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's fine. Jonas, what do you want to do? Da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-dum. Okay, okay, interesting. So you go and you haul the metal box over to the door.
Yeah, just set up looking into the room, checking, holding the other two doors.
Ah, I see. Okay, clever. Yeah. So Overwatch position in case anything comes out of those doors.
Yeah, so we don't get fucking flanked.
Right.
It's simple. We're gonna have to blitz because, well,
Because this position's shit.
exactly. We need to get to a room that doesn't have doors on every side. I think that's a good idea. What do you think? Let's
Yes, but
find a
outside
defensible-
that door could be a room full of huspers.
You never know. Okay,
Well,
so
if it is, then we'll just have to kill them.
do any of you want to
Giant
motion?
ones.
Okay, sorry. Okay, do any of you want to motion to the mech and Halen? Where do you want them to go? So Halen,
Busy.
Halen comes up, sort of next to you. The mech goes and sort of stands, kind of a little more central to the room. It just stands there, and you can see its red sensors pinging across the room. You assume that it has the best sight range from there, and that's why it's doing it. You're not entirely sure.
Overwatch.
Overwatch, basically.
It's like bloody XCOM all over again. The mechs in Overwatch.
And its feet are planted in the ground, and it's rotating on its torso with its weapon outwards, and it's kind of watching everywhere. Meki, what do you want to do? Well, Oddie, basically. Okay.
It's full movement.
Okay, alright, that's fine. Schneider. Okay. Dame, give me a luck roll. Give me a luck save.
Oh, fuck. You said luck, right?
Luck, indeed. Which
Oh, I'm gonna fail this.
don't say that.
I passed it!
Whoa.
Yeah, with a 12 as well. Okay.
The universe protects me for once.
God has given you some serious grace, boy. So you stand there and you listen, and there's no alarms. You can't see it. You can hear distant movement. You can hear clang clang, but you can't hear alarms. You're not entirely sure where that clanging is coming from. Sort of from almost everywhere. Weird. No, okay, anyway. But you can hear some distant clanging, but you're not sure where it's really coming from. Okay. Schneider, what do you want to do?
I don't even know. Basically, walk up here and provide Overwatch again.
Okay. Right, so you reserve an action to shoot, basically, is what you guys are kind of doing. Alright. Oddie, you can go up and... Okay, give me a computer's roll again. Well, you already rolled like a 12, so I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but do it anyway.
14.
Oh, it's even better. Okay. Oh god. Okay, so
What do I see?
You see every. What do your Hyterian eyes see? So you're at a control station, and it basically lists. You plug in your control pad, and you can sort of, you not even sort of, you fully figure out what these things connect to, and you understand. So you have access to the elevator. You know that it can go higher, but it's basically right now it's locked down in its position, as if there was some sort of. I don't know. As if it's not. No, as if it's not supposed to go any higher, but it could if it needed to. You know that all the doors. Okay, so you know that the door to the left is very high security, and you know that the door above you is extremely high security. So the door to your right is quite low security, and the door below you is sort of medium security. You also, of course, once again have controls of lights, and you have not really cameras, but like sensors.
I was about to say, do I have access to cameras?
No, you don't. No, you don't have cameras, unfortunately.
Damn.
You're sort of like an electrical sensor, but the problem is there's electricity. There's electrical guffies everywhere, but especially to your right, there's quite a high reading of, strong electrical things. And because you're plugging in and you're Hyterian, you sort of have those sort of data readings.
Can I lock that door so they can't open it?
Which door?
To the right.
You can close again, sure.
Can I lock it?
Yes, you can lock down the door.
Or lock it? Can I lock all the doors except for the one we want to go through?
Sure, you can do that because you hacked it so well. Ka-tunk,
Yeah.
ka-tunk.
Well, there you go, guys. We're a bit more secure now.
So you've locked all the other doors. Ka-tunk. The one to the top you can't even lock. You don't have access to it.
I wasn't even trying to touch it.
Sorry?
I wasn't even going to try and touch that.
Okay, you don't even want to try and touch it. Okay, that's fine.
I don't want to accidentally open it.
Oh, I just bit myself. Plop. Okay.
That's ultra high
Genius.
security. No thanks.
Okay. Okay, okay, Odie, so that's your move.
Yeah.
All right, Dame. Also, Odie, you can open up the door for them because they're already in position. They can
Well, obviously, I'll wait for the word from the commander to do that.
Okay, Dame, Commander, what do you want to do?
Okay. I think the best course would actually just be for us to lock down that door, then move down.
Yeah, Odie's already locked down all the doors, so that's fine.
Okay.
Do you
So
want-
then let's move out.
Okay, Odie, open the
I
door.
would like our good friend here to switch positions with me. Actually, no, I'm kidding.
No, it's fine. He's got higher armor, and you're
I'm so squishy right now.
very bloody squishy. I tell you what. Halen's
I
got
am
better-
made of paper.
Halen has AC4. Do you
I
understand?
have AC8.
Actually, Halen shouldn't have AC4. What the hell does he have AC4? He should have AC5. Thank you very much.
He was seriously injured before we even got to him.
Exactly, but I mean, Odie is a genius and patched him up even better than he was before. No, okay, anyway.
Proves who I care more about.
John the Hyterian. Wow, okay, so, alright. Odie, are you going to open the door?
Yep, open the door.
Okay. And the door slides open.
I didn't do a very good job.
What do you mean?
It's still a bit closed.
Well, that seems to be the extent to which it does open, unfortunately. Okay, fine, it can open a little more if you want, if you really want. You just are greeted by another hallway with little doors off to the side and another big door off to the left. Well, off to the right, if we're from our perspective right, from your perspective left.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to do, Dame?
Okay, so move in.
Okay.
Begin breaching each door.
Okay.
Alright.
There are little consoles next to each one, but it's like a button press basically. It's barely anything.
Okay, then let's move in.
Jonas, Mr. Nowlman, you're first up. Okay. So do you want to just
This
kick
is the
Yo.
police.
Sorry?
Just hit the button to open.
Okay.
And then just heft Neull up.
So the door
It
opens.
smells like a toilet.
Oh,
It's got a weird smell to it, but you guys have helmets on. You can't really smell it, really. It's not like you guys have your LSN filtration helmets. Probably it's probably the only reason you can breathe right now. But
Hey, I think we need a Hyterian over because I ain't got any clues what the hell any of this is.
we'll move to the next door. There's no enemies inside, correct?
yeah, there's no
This
enemies.
is true.
There's no enemies.
Just move down here and
And get ready. And
set it,
Yeah.
head up towards that door.
Okay, sure. So you set up and you aim towards that door with your weapon ready. Okay, the mech still stands there because it's not really going to move. Meki, what you want to do? Oh, Halen moves in, sort of takes position at the corner of the wall, and sort of moves up. He's actually going to take cover in there. Okay, so he's sort of like, yeah,
He's going to block me.
Okay, well, fine then. He kind of just moves up and covers Jonas's back, basically. Mickey, what do you want to do? Okay, Mickey runs all the way up and just readies his carburetors, I suppose. Schneider?
Scraping them together.
Okay, less squeaky than that, but fair enough.
Well, let's see if I can. There we go. Wait, you right click to place waypoints,
You right click the place
Yes.
waypoints.
but my right click brings up the Windows menu thing,
Oh, weird.
and it prevents me from.
You have to drag then right click.
But I'm doing that.
Q can also work.
Q does work for me as well. Both work for me.
God, let me try that.
You're not going in the wall.
Because Schneider is just so fed up with the Lunar Class
Okay,
ship,
okay,
he just
yeah.
goes and rips
If I
the
press Q at the same time, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
So I can go 60 feet, can I not?
yeah,
So there.
that's
Empty
fine.
cover.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Okay, great. And there's and the door is like an inlet, so you can kind of, duck in there if you
Yeah.
want to.
That was my plan.
Why is Halen in the wall?
He's not in the wall. What do you mean?
He's literally right there.
No, he's not.
That's
He's
in the wall.
He's not.
He's not there. He's
I see
here.
where he is.
Oh, Jonas, is everything a little bit off script to you? Is he in the middle of the hallway now?
He's now middle of hallway. Yes.
Okay, great. That fixed it.
Okay, good.
Okay. Halen is a boogeyman. Woo! Okay, no. Anyway, okay, so there's that.
Hailing the friendly ghost.
Halen the friendly ghost. Okay, anyway, so Schneider goes down, he readies himself. Audie, what you want to do? Okay.
What I can do.
Oh, fair enough.
Move.
Okay. Dame, give me another luck roll.
No. Fine.
Go for it.
Fail. Success.
Okay. So in the distance, you hear slightly more pitter pattering, but there's no alarm yet. Jonas, what you want to do?
Maybe they don't have alarm.
Maybe.
Or it's high pitched sound we don't hear.
Oh,
It's
my
like a
word.
dog whistle.
It's a dog whistle. I think there's far too much stuff that might make that sound
Is
normal.
there a similar button for this door?
There's a more heavy duty button. More heavy duty, I'd say.
Hit the button.
Okay, you smack the button. It's smack.
So my turn passed.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Dame. Okay, we'll take your turn before I reveal this area. What you want to do?
Okay. I was going to move to right about here.
Well, move. Okay, great. So
I did.
Okay, good. Okay, and you ready your shotgun, of course.
Yep.
Inside.
There's a mech.
Wait, I did that weirdly. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Me a
You
Mac.
did that very well.
Give me a Mac.
It's another hallway.
It's reach the door on the right, and then we're going left.
Hit the button.
The button here is very. It's basically it seems to be a heavy lock. It's a password protected thing, but you're not entirely sure how the Medorian password lock works. And so you
Kick
have
the
no
door?
clue how to open it. You can try and shoot it down, but you'll make noise. Hell of a lot.
That's great.
You can try and galvan the lock. I don't know.
No.
Okay. Good.
No.
Okay. Good.
Just how about you just try and knock and see what happens?
No extra luck rolls
Nope.
today.
Pulling out. Just overwatching.
Okay.
I'm going to say the door's locked.
Yep.
Doors-
Greatest nemesis. Okay, we're gonna move up to the next door.
Okay. Great.
Well, which next door?
All we're trying to do is to find a defensible position so that when they siege us, we can just shoot at the doorway. And so far, we found a area full of weird liquids and crate, a door that won't open, one massive blast door up here,
Oh my life.
And hopefully some salvation over here.
Oh my life. So what do you want to do?
I mean, I've said what I'm doing.
He's done his full action.
Oh, of course, no, of course,
Yeah,
sorry. Okay.
overwatching.
Mickey starts to move up slowly behind you. Oddie kind of pushes you out of the way and takes position behind the box.
Thanks for the extra movement.
Anytime. He kind of like gives you a little salute. No. But yeah, he moves up to the crate, and of course you just, you're moving forwards anyway, so you just move past and he gets in the way of the crate. Just protect
Mickey
himself as
Marine.
Overwatch. Mickey Marine. Schneider, what you want to do? So the door below you looks a little more heavy duty than the one that Jonas just opened, the big one, but it looks substantially less heavy duty than obviously like the massive one behind you.
I asked the boss, "You want to go south?"
Sorry, what Schneider?
Dame is the boss.
Oh,
But I asked him if.
I heard the bot. I thought Mickey. I was like very confused. So I heard bot instead of boss. Okay, Dame, what do you say?
For what to do?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Or what do you
To
want?
open.
I already said we're gonna breach that door.
Okay, all right.
And
so
who are you using that on? Hello?
who's
What?
I didn't mean to hit that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. No, John's just being silly. All right. So Schneider, Dame wants to breach this door. Sorry for the viewers, this door. Of course. So what do you want to do, Schneider? You move up and do.
I want to give the other guys a chance to
Okay.
set up for the breach.
Okay.
We
So I'm just gonna
really
go.
need to move quickly.
All right. Oddie, you can make your move.
What do I see?
Okay, so you go in, and it looks like some sort of storage room. Things are very neatly packed. There's these shelves with crates on them, and to the right is a console. You go to it, you look at it, because you've been doing so bloody well in computers, I won't even ask you to roll another one. You look at it, and immediately you recognize it as sort of a cargo manifest. You're not entirely sure what's in each box, but you can tell that some boxes have heavy equipment, other things have light equipment, things that seem to be like rifles, and maybe some other stuff. From the words that you can make out in this weird Medorian old Earth language, which is strange and almost indecipherable, but you can sort of make out things. And there's these big purple, the tanks aren't purple, but there's these big tanks with kind of a purple substance inside of them. It looks strangely edible, but we'll leave that for later. You can make a little check inside of some of the boxes if you want.
Yeah, I'm checking some of the boxes.
Okay, so you open up the box in front of you, and there's an array of very, very carefully packed circuits and like like motherboards and circuits and things. It seems to be electronics. The box behind you is more electronics. The one to your left is more electronics, and the one to so the four ones around you seem to be electronics of different types, and these fans and circuits and lots of cabling, all very, very pristinely managed and kept in stock.
I could do with a few parts.
Sure, you can grab up a few and throw them in your backpack. Add 10 random components. Well, 10 electronic components if you actually want to take some stuff. But you don't really have to. But you can take it anyway. You probably should. It's up to you. Why am I giving you? Why am I saying things?
I'll take them on. I can't be asked to type them into the thing. I'm just going to put them on Mickey anyway.
Okay.
When I get to him.
Okay, don't worry. I'll remember that you have some electronic parts on you. And you can probably look through the more crates, but that's going to have to be next turn. Because you spend time looking through the manifest. Okay, Dame, give me a luck roll.
What?
Luck. You know what time it is.
Oh!
Hey,
I
12.
wish I closed the door.
12:95. Okay, so in the distance you hear some heavy. So okay, Schneider, on the other side of the room, on the other side of the door that you're standing right next to, you hear some heavy dum dum dum, and you hear some of the creatures talking in a some strange language. You're assuming, obviously, it's Medorians, but it's a strange language. They're talking a boom, boom, boom. You can hear crates opening and this power up sounds. And in the distance, you hear this yelling, and you hear a very weird kind of low-pitched sort of hum that kind of goes up and down, oscillates. You assume it to probably be an alarm at this point. And it's going in the distance, and you can hear distant yelling and walking and power-up sounds, sort of strange things. Schneider, to the room on you guys' right. Well, okay, to the not the room, but the door to the far right. You hear a lot of movement. You hear a lot of things. You hear the roars of what sounds like hush fuzz.
Up there.
And you obviously tell this to command. The area south is loud, but it's really muffled, as if it's going through a couple of things. But to the south is quite dull, but it is happening. Okay.
This is bad. There's only one thing I can recommend, and it's pull back to the main room. Since the doors are locked, we'll at least have maybe 5 seconds warning before they bust open.
Okay.
Anyone else disagree with that? We don't really have any other options at the moment.
True.
If anyone else has a good idea, speak up now. We're pulling back to the room then.
Okay. Okay, Jonas, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna fucking Overwatch until Schneider can get out.
Okay.
Because you pull a retreat, you make sure the guy up in front gets out first.
I trust you. Wait, here's the thing.
Back
I
to
trust you
back.
for that. But at the same time, I need to retreat because right now I'm the only lifeline between us and command.
That's fine, Dave. Don't worry. The
If I go down
mech
again,
Marine is
things
up
are
there
gonna
with
go
you.
horribly.
Yeah,
it's all right.
you just retreat to a zone that's got no one defending
All right,
it.
all
Really.
right, all right.
Well, no, we have the mech marine.
Speaking of the mech Marine, it's starting to act weird now that the sound is going. It's getting a little more on edge, as if it knows the sound. And once again, it goes to the middle of the room and just stands there, ready to shoot in any direction. Mickey, what you want to do?
Do a bit of Overwatch. 'Cause it does have a laser on cannon,
He does.
so you can do a bit of Overwatch there.
Okay, fine. He sets up.
And you've got to move Halen.
Oh, sorry, of course. Thank you. You need to remind me about Halen, because I...
At least Meki and Meki Marine are on the same turn-ish.
Yeah, basically. Well, they're both mechs, so, they get to do the same sort of thing. Halen is going to wait here for Schneider to get back up, of course. Schneider, can make your move.
Well, I can go there. That's a really bad position, but okay.
That's fine. So you run right into Jonas. Ooh, why is that doing weird things?
Yeah, that's weird. What did you do?
Okay, there it
There we
goes.
go.
Right there, now it's fixed. Okay, so Schneider just runs right up to Jonas. Oddy?
As I go past, I press the button and close the door. And look in these crates.
Okay, so you check so all the crates in the top are components and electronic circuits and cables and sheets of metal, or at least what you assume is a metal, and some alloys and things, and parts and nuts and bolts and screws and whatever else. There's lots of utility equipment, and then in the bottom boxes you find little light ray rifles similar to the ones the Steel Dan use. In fact, it seems to be pretty much identical. It's little light ray rifles. There's also a bigger light ray. Sorry, not light ray, but there were light ray pistols similar to the Steel Dan. Then you've actually found a light ray rifle, partly assembled. It's a stack of disassembled weapons, basically, ready to be
Well, I know
assembled.
what I'm doing while they're fighting.
Okay, so alright, you can go ahead and do that.
And what do I have to roll for that?
Give me just a tick. It's got to be pretty good though, because this is weird alien technology.
What is tech? Intelligence.
Yeah, it's intelligence. Perfect. So what do you want to do? You want to try and put together one of these light ray rifles?
Yes.
Okay, great. You put it together, and it's a 2d6 weapon, and it's energy, by the way. 2d6 energy. So it's better than yours, than your poor little Vexor. The thing is, although you put it together very well, you still are not familiar with the weapon. You don't think you put it together to what it could maximally be. If say one of the steel Dan were to perhaps put it together, but that's basically how it is.
And what was it called?
A light ray rifle.
And what's its ammo?
Infinite.
Oh,
Well,
that's good.
okay. You're not really sure, but it seems to be running off of its own energy, slightly. It'll probably run out eventually, but you're not entirely sure how to reload it.
I
It's
don't have
just
to
kind of
reload at the
foreign to
moment.
you. Yeah, you don't need to reload it at the moment. It looks like it's running at peak capacity. It'll be fine.
Until it fails and I have to figure it out.
Yeah, until you make a bad roll, perhaps.
Does any parts look the same?
Same to what?
Like energy sources?
Well, while you were assembling it, there was a little thing that looked like an old, it looked like a modernization of the very old catalytic reactor on a very small scale, which is usually used for like Galzion rifles and things like that. So it's quite familiar to you. But
I know what I'm nicking.
But the thing is that the Galzion rifle doesn't have an exchangeable one, so you don't
No,
assume.
I know what I'm nicking from what's around me. There's plenty more disassembled.
Oh, I see, I understand. Okay, no, you can nick 5 of them, but they're quite hefty. And you've already got electronic circuits in your pack, so you can have like, okay, not 5, 3, because they're quite hefty. They're like, yeah, 3 little.
Oh yeah, I weren't expecting to nick many.
No, exactly.
I would have been happy with 2.
Well,
But I'd rather only take 2.
you can have 2 then.
I don't know how stable these are.
True. So you can take 2 of the little what look like micro catalytic reactors. It's like a super miniaturized version of the Orion Ferolder's Orion Omega reactors, but a little bit different in a couple of ways. Okay, so that's Oddie's turn. He's just screwing around in there. Dame, go ahead.
Okay. I'll set up an Overwatch,
Okay, you set up an Overwatch.
which I couldn't do last round because.
Right.
Oh, that is after I reload. However.
Okay, you can reload and do that. Great.
Casual max roll for initiative.
And a 3. Okay. Seriously, why did the Hushva not show up? Please, if you could show up, that would make my life easier. But it's not, and that's incredibly annoying to me. Add custom image item. How then? Okay, Hushva, please, try again. It's just so it adds itself. Okay, that's obviously not the canon one, but you get the idea. 9, and so it goes above Schneider and below Oddie. Okay. All right. Actually, Dame. Okay, go there. Okay, so Schneider, at the end of the hallway behind you, you hear boom, boom, and you hear this loud hush for roar. Schneider, are you there? Just a quick question.
I'm here.
Okay, excellent. No, it's just my audio goes very quiet, and I wonder if maybe my headset has died or something. So I just need to make sure. Okay, so the door opens, and there's a big hushfer that comes out, gadoof, 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 and some little ones. And you can see past them into what would seem to be you can't really tell, but you can see past into quite a large room beyond that. And they come. Okay, well, actually, you know what? Since they don't, their initiative roll isn't just yet. The door opens and they slightly come through. There you go. There's also some steel bands that run up behind them. Also, the door that you're about to breach slides open, and out rush a few steel bands with long pole-like weapons in their arms. And they kind of just round the corner. Schneider, what's your AC?
Should be 3.
Okay, 3. Wonderful.
Yep.
Good stuff. Let me just check one thing. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. C3. And this beam of light comes right over your shoulder and lands into the wall above you. One of the steel bands came out and tried to shoot you. Unfortunately, the others did not get to that point. But they're starting to open fire, and they're coming up behind you. And it's now Jonas's move.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do, Jonas?
I'm gonna get back here and just set up Overwatch.
That is fair enough.
Okay, if you see anything, you immediately will shoot at it. Okay.
We're just saying Jonas gets some Overwatch.
Overwatch. Okay.
It's like bloody XCOM, I swear.
On Overwatch. Actually, I'll keep this area revealed to you because
The sectoids are approaching along with the... What are these things called again? Not... What? Mutons. That would be...
Honestly, these aren't mutons.
And that would be a Muton Berserker.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, last turn.
What is it?
Last turn he set up Overwatch down there.
Yeah, but I don't really care. And honestly, these wouldn't be mutons. These would be chrysalids, if anything.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. So Johnson made his move. The Mech Marine has no reason to assume otherwise. So it's just going to keep standing there on Overwatch.
Halen.
Scarburator. Oh, Halen.
Halen.
Oh, ooh, always Halen. Okay, Halen takes a good old shot down the corridor at one of the steel lands, since that's all he can really hit. And 7 hits one of them, and it gets knocked back a little bit, unfortunately. It's alright, Will, don't worry about it. Mickey? What is Mickey gonna do? Bearing in mind that Mickey has like 14 HP. Oddie?
He pulls back and then go into a little Overwatch again.
Okay, alright. So he's ready to shoot anything. Okay. The Hushvas advance. Good do.
Ouch.
Schneider is just out of their action radius, so those things use their entire turn to get to Schneider. And unfortunately, the steel guns kind of had to get out of their way, so they weren't able to really advance much.
How many?
Enough.
Steel Dance
We
have
should
their own
have a
separate move
treat.
order.
Sorry, what Will? What's up?
And
The
still.
Steel Dance have
that's
their own
done.
separate move order. In the turn order?
Yeah, I know, but it's because the Hushvas were moving past, and like they just need to move out of the way.
Okay.
So it's okay. The aliens, as long as it's not like giving them an advantage, I think it's fine. They just move a little bit.
Attacking us.
Okay. Schneider, do you want to give me? Schneider, do you want to just give me a little athletics save to see if you can just not an athletics save, but you know what I mean, a physical, an evasion, to see if you can, if you're just out of the range of this thing to bite you. An evasion save, just to see if you're out of the way of this thing trying to bite you.
Ooh.
Perfect. Okay, you're running down this hallway and this Hushva comes after you and it bites, but it bites midair and you're free to move. Oh, sorry. Also, Halen runs after he took the shot. So many things to move. So many things to move.
Okay.
Okay, what do you want to do?
1 sec.
That's fine.
Okay, that's 30 feet. Okay, I got
Potato
this.
masher?
Hello?
First of all,
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought my headset died. Go for it.
Oh, you're fine.
how close is the hush felt?
Oh, right in your face.
Literally right in my face.
Literally, well, okay, yeah, behind your face, because you were running
Yeah,
away from it.
Yeah, and it's like
It's massive.
screaming.
Yeah, it's screaming and howling.
Okay. Can I throw a grenade in its mouth?
Give me, okay, yes, you can. Give me,
Potato masher.
give
AC
me,
of something.
AC of like 8, because it's right in front of you, and you're throwing a grenade. It's, okay.
But I mean, it's still in his mouth. I guess his mouth is pretty
Okay,
far.
fine. Give it like an AC 5 if you're trying to aim for his mouth.
Why did you talk
got
in
a
that?
massive-
I should be fine anyway.
It's got a
I mean,
massive mouth. It's just be very clear here. I think it's huge.
Oh fuck.
Okay. So you try and throw it into its mouth, but unfortunately, because it's right there and it's massive and it's biting at you, it kind of just glances off its top and rolls down the hallway a little bit. Do you want to roll its damage for me? I think I gave you it.
2.
Sorry?
5-2 it is.
Okay, go
No, yeah. But are there any other modifiers? Shouldn't be. Wait a second. Shouldn't be any damage modifiers, right?
I can't remember
Only
how
hit
the.
bonuses with. Yeah,
Do you have the grenade down in your equipment? Because I'm trying to see it in your character.
I do.
I can't remember what
And I
damage.
haven't-
I can never.
You gave it a 5d2, so.
Okay, alright, yeah, then 5d2. 5d2 is fine. It was like a 5d2 plus 10 or something. I can't remember because it's like a flat. We really
Or is
need
it
to just write this down.
It's a 5d2, I think.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Okay.
5d2 plus 10 because it's a grenade, so that's okay. Should I just write that down in your characters because we keep forgetting?
Yeah.
Okay, 5d2 plus 10. I'm happy with that. That sounds nice for an Elsing grenade. It rolls down the corridor and explodes and hits the bloody steel and hits the steel lands instead. So some of them get knocked back and knocked into their room. Some takes just that. It gets knocked into its room. This one kind of gets knocked here, and that one gets knocked there, and that one gets knocked there. Okay.
And now I run away.
Absolutely, you could run away.
We are brave.
We are brave.
We don't need to be brave, we need to be effective.
Oh my word.
We need to close the door.
We need to close the door.
No. We need to keep the door open so we have a firing arc on them.
Oddy, what do you...
Otherwise, they're just they're gonna smash
Well-
through the door anyway.
Okay, so Oddy, you're in the storage room, and outside you can hear yelling and gunfire and hush for screaming, and you're holding your light ray rifle. What do you want to do?
What's in the purple barrel?
Give me a
And be really, really quiet.
perception check. Give me a perception check.
Wisdom. Based.
Yeah, wisdom indeed. Da 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 da. Oh my word, Oddy with the high rolls today. So Oddy, you bend down and you pop off one of the lids, and there's just a steaming purple slop, and you kind of you take one look at it, and immediately you know what it is. It's a sort of nutrition paste. It's kind of big barrels of nutrition paste. The Medorians probably eat this. This is probably their food, but it looks repulsive. It looks awful, and you're not entirely sure what it's made out of or where it comes from, but it's basically there. You see that there's maybe something deep inside the sludge, but because the sludge is so sludgy and opaque, it's difficult to see. But there's something like at the bottom of one of the barrel right in front of you, as if someone dropped something in there. There there is something there. What do you want to do, Oddy?
Try and get.
Okay. Do you want to cover yourself in purple goo? You'll smell real good. Okay, so Oddy, you reach in and just give me another perception check. See if you can try and grab whatever's in there.
Having my own adventure here.
What is this? so
Holy
Oddy,
shit! What is this? What's been God's man?
I'm not having my own adventure. You're getting attacked. I'm just going down into barrels.
Oddy, you reach in and you pull out a cap. You pull out a cap, and it's an LSN officer cap. And it's covered in this purple sludge. It's just, dear God, it's an LSN officer cap. Do you know what this means?
Guess what this was made out of?
You can guess what it's... And you smell like all hell. By the way, you stink to high heaven, basically. But luckily you have your HEV suit on, so, well, whatever we called it, I can't remember. Your seal hazmat. Hears, yes. Your hears, your... Yeah, your... Okay, so you've got... Luckily you've got that, but you're covered in this purple sludge. It's dripping all over the place. You know, the whole place is just covered in purple sludge, and you've got this LSN officer cap, and it's just horrifying. You're just gripped by total disgust and realizing what's all over you. And that's basically your
You're
move.
covered in people.
Yep.
Yay!
It's soil and purple.
I'm trying not to panic.
This is a perfect time to panic.
Hold on. So as soon as it comes around the corner, I'm switching from my shotgun to my special cannon.
Okay. Absolutely.
I mean, make sure you have the range on it.
Oh, I do.
That's
It's
what I'd
40
say.
feet plus.
Oh, it's 40. Marvelous. I remembered it being 60.
Well, yeah, it was at one point. Then I got the upgrades, remember?
Yeah. Alright. Go for it, Dan. You're taking Overwatch, basically. Oddy is cheating. Well, how come? Special cannon? Special cannon. Okay, now let's do
I'll be right back. I need to head to the bathroom.
Okay, John, let's go for it. I'm gonna get a cup of water then in the meantime, and you guys can discuss tactics, I suppose.
We're all gonna die.
So let's talk about how Audie's definitely cheating,
Totally.
fudging his numbers or something. I don't know.
It means I'll live forever. My main question is, where's Will gonna come from?
That's also my question. I've been here for 2 episodes, just sitting here.
I thought he was meant to turn up this time.
I thought I was meant to turn up last time because that's what Labs told me.
I'll be
remind
right
you.
back. I need to do something.
Okay.
Labs gets back. Oh, and then Will appears.
Yeah, we need some bait. Even though I'm covered in food right now.
Listen, they can't reach me if I'm floating.
Listen, I'm behind a locked door. Well, not locked door, but behind a door, and it doesn't seem to know where I am at the moment, I hope. If they do, I always got fire. They hate fire.
Yeah, but there's also the problem of carbon monoxide and dioxide poisoning. So
There's 2 doors, Will. They come in one, I go out the other.
and then they get you on the other.
I might smell too delicious. There's hostiles in the area. It's not food time yet.
I mean, I guess you could throw their food at them and have them start eating each other.
Right.
So, where's Will?
Yeah, where's Will?
So, okay, I don't want to spoil it though, because
Been
it's
2
cool.
episodes now, Labs.
True.
I thought he was meant to be here.
So, Will, you're currently in the dropship making your way towards their position.
That's how we get saved.
And the big room to the right is something that a dropship could make use of, basically. And you're going to come in there. Okay, give me a second.
Is that what that
What?
spaceship-looking thing over there is?
Sorry.
Ow.
Sorry.
Is that what that
Ow.
spaceship-looking thing over there is?
Ow. Ow. Ow.
Laps has gone
Ow.
full buzz for a little while. I'm sorry.
Oh, hey, Camo.
Camo.
Oof.
Hey man.
What's up with Will's microphone?
It's not Will's microphone.
Yeah, no, it
it's
says
mine.
that. Oh no, that's not mine.
It's
that's
not his,
mine
it's
buzzing,
mine.
That's Laps.
It's Will.
Hey,
Is
it's
it?
definitely Will's. It's definitely Will's.
Wow, guys.
No, mine just says it's outputting at all times.
Oh, it is Laps.
It is me, exactly.
Fix
Wait,
it.
Camo's here.
Yeah. So
Aiden
Camo.
has
Okay, Mo.
someone.
So
Don't
Camo.
worry, you're front line. You got this.
So Camo.
What?
Would you like to join
tank?
in, or would you rather not?
Well, I just finished working. I literally just finished a
Will?
playthrough for beta test. So
Ah.
yes, I'm available.
Ah, very cool. Alright.
And I'm out of breath because I just did a bunch of push-ups.
Ah, well done. Very well done. Very well done. Bit of exercise.
I have to do
Okay.
something, otherwise I'll turn into a gelatinous blob, and then
Oh, no.
my girlfriend.
What?
I completely
What did
agree.
you beta test?
It's called Void Ship.
No, shh. You're not at liberty to tell people about beta tests.
Did
Quiet.
someone say a game?
Ah. Also, by the way, Will and Oddie, how nice to listen to you two just cooperate. It's wonderful.
Oh, you mean
was-
Void Ship the Long Journey, right?
Yep.
That was scintillating. Okay. So Camo, if you join the
That one.
roll, oh my word.
Pretty sure it's the top one.
Why is there just a giant golden egg in front of me?
I'm back.
Hello, Jonas. Okay, is everyone
The
Hey.
sphere.
here? Schneider?
I'm here.
What's
Okay.
that? I can't hear you over the constant brrr sound.
Yeah. My headphone is charging. You're gonna have to just live with it for about 5 seconds. I don't think it's too loud. Is it too loud?
It is very loud.
It's not.
Okay.
It's really
If I
not that
had a
bad.
better subwoofer system, then my room would be shaking.
it's
No,
really,
that'd just be the earthquake.
it's quite basic. I don't think there's anywhere else I can plug it in that would be better, unfortunately. Let's try here. Let's try this one.
That is much better.
I
No,
don't think he's plugged it in yet.
it was better.
Whatever
because it
you
was
did,
plugged
that
in.
fixed it.
Okay, it's somewhere else now, so it should be better.
That's better.
That
Okay,
is
I need
significantly
a
better.
I need a link to the place because I've forgotten the name of it.
Roll 20, then log in, and then you'll be able to join the game from there. Just go Google Roll 20. It should be able to take you to the site, and you can sign in there.
Roll20 online, virtual online. This is how we roll. Sign in.
There you go. Also, I'm currently recording, so say hello to yourself in the future.
I and myself in the future.
Excellent. If you ever do watch this again, it's been an hour and 30 minutes, so we'll see.
Oh,
So Camo's here. So Camo, basically, do you remember the elevator?
Yep.
The guys went
They
up
moved
it.
on.
They got into a big room. Well, they went up it, and then now they're here, and they fought some Medorians. They walked around a little bit. Oddie discovered Soylent Purple is people, and he also found some stuff. And the guys looked around this place, and there's a bunch of high security doors and stuff, and there's hush fuzz. And then they snuck around for like 3 turns, and then the alarm finally went off, and now they're fighting. And Halen is available to be your character, so you can use him, and you watched last time, so you know how this works for the most part, right?
Yep.
Okay, so when it's your turn, you can move.
Where the heck is Halen?
So Halen is the little Ellising guy.
There he is. Okay.
There you go. So he's yours. You can move him. You can control him. You can do stuff with him.
Is there a distance that I can move in a turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
So every turn you get 2 actions. You can move 30 feet with each action, and you can move
Okay.
60 as a sort of a sprint. But you can move and shoot, or you can just shoot and move, or up to you really. And you can
Okay.
also do different actions, depending on what stuff is around you or what stuff you're holding. You can do lots of stuff. So you
And
can
depending on how kind the lapse is, you can get away with some small actions. as well.
Yeah. Depending on how kind I'm being, you can get away with some stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I can also be absolutely horrible. But that's for the assassins, not for you lot. So
Yeah.
That's for those of us who are sadists.
The guys that want to feel pain. Okay, so
Well, we still can feel pain in this.
yeah,
It depends if we upset him.
indeed.
So the alarm's going off, and can we see
Well,
those
we're
aliens
alive.
around the corner yet?
Yes. You guys saw the aliens. You were running from them. Jonas has taken a shot at one of them. Schneider took another shot at another. And Schneider also. Well, okay, Schneider didn't take a shot. Well, he did. Halen took a shot at one of the
I did take a shot.
the sectoid guy. Okay, Jonas didn't shoot, but fine. At one of the sectoid guys, and Schneider threw a grenade down the hall, which hurt the sectoid guys, the guys with the big heads, which are called the Steel Dan.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you look for the thing that looks like a piece of newspaper, that's your journal. In there, look for primes. Well, okay, look for entities, then primes, and then find Halen. You can click on him, go to his character sheet, and then you can scroll down, and you can find his weapons like his Galzion rifle, his LSN fist, and the opacity rectifier isn't actually there anymore. That's
Oh wow, he got a lot weaker since the last time I saw him.
Yeah, I sort of had to because well now now at least you know how to play, so it won't be a hassle for you. Too much. It'll be really difficult for you to get in, but not actually that difficult.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, and then if you want to attack something, you go next to the weapon, you roll the thing, you put it in its AC. I'll tell you what its AC is, and you put that in, and then lower AC is better, higher AC is worse. Okay, so that's just kind of how that goes. So you'll pick it up nicely. Let me just.
Okay.
So if you click Halen's icon, and then you go to his character sheet, and you scroll down a little bit, you'll find roll initiative. So do that for me, and just make sure that you have him selected when you roll initiative. There you go.
I did.
Okay, well done. So
Fucking
8.
casual.
First roll of the game.
First roll of the game. It's a
First roll of
nice.
the game. And laps you've hit.
No, I'm sorry. That was my accident. One thing you'll learn about me, I always hide the initiative tracker.
Yeah. He does.
Okay, so now the Steel Lands get to move, and they just had a grenade go off in their face, so one of them runs back and runs into the other room.
Cowards.
This is something you'll learn about the Steel Lands. They're relatively cowardly, but they can do some decent stuff. This one comes up here. This one is moving up to support his friends. Jonas, what you want to do? You can still keep overwatching. If
Yeah,
anything comes
but
around.
what I'm gonna do is move here, move the box, stand here, then Overwatch.
Okay, that's fine. Alright. And the Mech Marine is going to keep standing there. It hasn't seen any enemies yet, and no one's really told it to do anything, so it's not going to do anything. Mechie, what is Mechie going to do? You guys still haven't named the Marine. It's the Mech Marine. It's still Neull
Mechie Marine.
Okay,
Mechie Marine.
Okay, fine. Mechie Marine then.
Mecky McMech face.
No,
no
that's-
camo, no camo.
That's too much.
Camo's
Listen,
already
Camo's
having too much fun.
If we turn the entire ship into a mechie, that's what we're gonna call it. Do you agree with that?
the Lunar
The
class
unlike-
Mechie. Oh.
Yes.
No. The Mechie class mothership. Perfect.
The mechie class mothership
Oh,
full of
stop.
tiny mechies.
Okay, so what is Mechie Mark 2 gonna do
Overwatch.
with his little laser? Okay. All right. And now the big things come around the corner. Jonas, roll your attack. The big thing is an AC of 3.
It's moving closer.
The one's also come around. You can take your attack before. Nice. Now just down the corridor. Hits the big one, and just tears off some of its carapace. That's a lot.
I'm gonna attack the small one as it rams into the wall because it's going too fast.
Well, that's a third of the damage I can do.
Jonas.
That's not a lot of damage.
Okay, Jonas, that's your Overwatch shot. Mickey, make your Overwatch shot.
You say 3, did you say?
AC 3 for the big one, and the small one's AC 4.
Yes.
Okay.
What's a big one's AC?
AC 3. Very nice. The beam hits it. Halen was also doing Overwatch. Well, actually, no, never mind. He wasn't. He was running. Never mind. He can't act just yet. But
He
he'll
shot and then run.
Exactly. So he can't Overwatch.
Yeah.
And Schneider also threw a grenade and ran, so he can't do anything like that either. But the other three guys could. Oh, also, okay, the Neull Marine can't because he's blocked by you three, unfortunately. Okay, so the Hush Fuzz run up. Schneider, what is your AC?
It's 3.
Perfect. It's not perfect. It's pretty sad, but it's actually really good. What am I saying? Sharp tooth bite, AC 3. 7 damage. Okay. It grabs you by one of your arms and kind of bites down. You manage to shake free, but as you shake free, its teeth pull off some of the armor on your arm, and the bits of uber carbon go into its mouth and just starts crunching on the things like bones. Okay. The other little Hush Fur is going to run up and try and hit Halen. Camo, please.
I have an AC of 5.
Thank you very much. So AC 5. The little one has a slightly weaker attack, but does more.
Ow.
So what you do is just click on. You can do two things. You can either take it away from your character sheet health, or you can click on your guy and take the health away there, which is also.
Character
Click the
sheet,
guy.
in my opinion.
How do I take out health?
So if you click the guy in the red little square, the red circle. Okay, don't worry. Use the character sheet. It's fine. That's better that way, because then it also keeps better between rounds. It's just usually yeah, of course it won't work for you because you're not actually. Because what I do is I pull the guy's profile image, the actual profiles down, so that if they do change it on their character, it actually carries over. But because I didn't do that with Halen, so it won't do the same thing. So just change it on your character sheet.
Oof.
So Halen took a hell of a lot of damage. So take away 14 from your current camo.
32 minus 14, 20, 18.
There you go. So
Damn.
the thing bit Halen and like ripped at one of his arms, and he's now bleeding, and its claws go and jab him through the chest. Because his Allison armor is quite decent, that deflects a lot of the stuff. But the problem is the armor gets ripped and torn and shredded. So he gets quite hurt.
See, at times like this, incendiary grenades would have been used.
I thought I rolled an initiative to attack.
You did, and now you get to attack.
Oh, now I get to attack.
Your initiative was less than the other ones, and 8 is 9 is maximum, and 8 is like less than that.
Well, 9 isn't maximum.
Okay, but 9 is like the highest we've ever really seen any of the. Wait, have we seen things go like 10? I don't think so.
I don't
But
believe
9
so,
wasn't
9 is
enough?
still- You rolled an 8. They rolled a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you can go ahead and attack one of them, or you can move 30 feet and attack. If you
I would suggest moving.
if you select your guy, drag him and right-click, you can make little waypoints which will help you calculate distances around objects and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can take him, drag him, and do things like that.
So I'm going to go here.
Okay.
Pushing off the wall with my foot to try to dislodge. Pushing off the wall with one foot and knocking the thing in the head with my elbow.
Just trying to get away from
Jumping
it
away
while
from
it's
it.
trying to claw at you.
Readying my rifle. Or my, what is it? My,
Galzion
what gun
rifle.
do I have?
You have a Galzion rifle.
Yes. Readying my Galzian rifle.
Okay.
And firing at it.
Which has an AC of
While it's
4.
still dazed. How do I attack this thing?
So go to your weapon, and on the right you'll see a little dice, and you just click that. Then you put in the
Okay.
AC, which in this case is 3, and just click OK, and then OK again.
4.
Sorry, 4, AC 4.
4. Submit. Other modifier, 0.
0. It's fine.
Okay.
Usually I don't end up using the extra modifiers because we usually just add it onto the AC anyway, which is quite funny.
Ooh, that kind of hurts.
A 1-3 or 1-1. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, that's kind of that hurts to see.
Well, still it's a 7, so it's fine. Camo, you take your Galzion rifle, you fire directly at the Hushfur, and you hit it right in the chest, and it takes a bit of So its carapace gets torn because iron bullet goes right through its like left shoulder. Well, you hit it in the chest and in its left shoulder because you're firing a couple bullets, obviously. But and you do a little bit of damage to it, but you didn't do very much, unfortunately. Most of it seems to have glanced off. Okay, Schneider, finally, and you are in massive harm's way. What do you want to do, Schneider?
Well, I don't have much choice, do I?
No, sadly not. Schneider, I think that's your catchphrase. I don't have much choice, do I? I'm sorry. I guess I don't give you much else choice.
It's times like this when you'd like drop a nade and run like fuck.
The grenade might hurt you guys as well,
Pretty
though.
much.
But yeah,
True.
That is true. Pretty close.
you could try and like throw it over the
I'm
hush
not
one.
gonna hurt you. Or
Sorry.
the hush fuzz. So I mean,
True.
I don't know.
Well, if one of you actually went to one of the controls, you could have closed the door after you took the grenade.
True.
Can I close the door at all? Or is
Sure.
that impossible?
You can run to the console and just give me a computer's check and try and close it. Absolutely.
My computer check is terrible, but I mean,
You can still try. It's not that difficult of a check. It's just
You might get lucky. Just don't open the blast door.
okay.
He rolls
That's-
He rolls
That's
a
really reassuring.
he rolls a nat 1 and the big blast door opens and out comes
I run up to the
Mitakrako.
console,
Okay,
hit the button,
okay.
and
Computers roll.
oh god, intelligence.
Intelligence.
Yep. And
Oh well,
Okay.
it's
That's
not
good enough.
terrible.
The door begins to close, but the Hushfa kind of gets one of its arms caught in it, and it's trying to get
Oh.
through. But you've delayed them. You can still take a shot if you want to. Like,
okay.
ran there, smacked some buttons, and then pulled back and just shot wildly at it.
Actually, what I'll do is reload my Illyrian.
Okay, perfect.
Illyrians, both of them.
Illyrians. Okay, perfect. You can do that.
Yep. Okay.
Ollie,
So-
what do you want to do?
What's going on out there, guys? All I hear is a noise.
We're under attack, Ollie. Where the hell are you? Okay, no, you guys.
Fucking hush was.
Great. And where are they?
Right outside your door.
Great. And
I should probably
I'm on
do
my
something
own.
about this bleeding.
Yeah.
My arm hurts.
Ollie, what are you doing?
Yeah, laps. I open this door.
Okay. Okay, like how much? Like fully or like only partially?
So I can
Fully.
go out, so I can get my arm out there and lob a grenade down the hallway.
You just you don't know anything's there. Why would you do that?
Yeah, I've used the radio.
Are you sure? Are
You
you
can-
sure that
we-
hunters aren't?
And
left?
also, Laps, I literally told them
Oh, true,
hush
true,
was
true.
right outside your door.
Okay, so Ollie, do you just drop a grenade, sort of like here-ish? Just kind of, or do you just like, okay, do you sort of throw the grenade down the hall, or do you just drop it right there?
Throw a bit down the hall.
Okay. Your grenade should have the like stuffy fuffies on it,
Dink,
right? Please
dink,
tell me you have the
dink,
data written down.
dink.
Yeah, I know how much damage I need.
Okay, great. Go for it.
And what's your AC? Do you just want me to put the damage, roll the damage, or actually try and see if I hit?
Just see if you throw it hard enough, I suppose. Give the
What AC?
AC of like 7. Give it a nice AC 7. Because you're kind of trying to throw it around the wall while there are
I
two
missed somehow.
steel guns there.
I somehow missed.
Okay.
You hit the corner and it goes the other way.
Okay. Do it again, but with like 20 AC, so you get the damage off, so I can see what the damage is going to be. 18. Okay, so you drop the grenade. You sort of try to throw it, but it bounces off against one of the walls and comes flying back. Okay, it bounces off against the back of the Hushfa and comes flying back down the hallway, and it kind of lands. It kind of lands in front of you. Do you want to pull back and close the door? And
Do you want to pull back and close the door, or try to kick it away?
Nah, I'm fine.
okay, and the fire kind of goes off and just envelops the hallway slightly.
Well, one gets caught in it.
One of the Hushers is on fire. That's absolutely true. This image should just go to the back. There we go. Okay, so there's now fire in the hallway, and it's just kind of napalmed everywhere, and it's on the walls and everything. You can't do anything else. So, Dame, what do you want to do?
There's a hush in this doorway,
There's a
ain't they?
big hush in the door, absolutely.
Do they react to the
can you-
grenade or
can
keep
you-
trying to eat them?
They're not gonna know. They're not gonna be able to react until their turn, unfortunately.
What do you say? Can we open the door a little bit, then try to close it again, and open and try to close it again?
Sure, but Schneider's sort of in the way.
Honestly,
I
Yeah,
know, I'm
honestly,
joking.
just
I'm
shoot it in the face.
joking. So I kind of just switch out for my shotgun now that they're a little bit closer.
Sure, you pull out your shotgun, shoot the console, and the door starts going backwards and forwards and smacks the poor Hushfer through the wall.
All I can say over
Okay.
cons is they're trapped in that room because I locked the
Chewing
other
it
two
up like
doors.
gum. Nah. I'm just gonna fire shotgun at it.
No, of course. Sorry, what are you saying, Audie?
All I can say is, I hope they remember I locked the other doors in that room, so they're kind of trapped.
Oh yeah, and they can't disengage those locks because you got like a 14.
Without me.
Yeah, you kind of got a 14, so those things are expertly locked. Bit of a problem.
Yee.
Very nice. Ooh, 30. Oh, 13 damage. Okay. Boof. You shoot the thing in the face with your good opacity rectifier, and it kind of it sort of screams and falls back a little bit out, and the door shuts. Kaboof.
Well,
The steel guns see fire and they run screaming,
that's good.
as they might.
They're so brave.
It's not their job to do this.
Jonas, what do you want to do?
Hey, bro, think you can get the door open again? Because I think we might want to get our Hyterian out of there, you know?
You're gonna have to go through the hush first, but sure. Like I'll shut up because I'm not allowed to talk.
I'm not screwed.
I mean, I'm not good with tech, but I could try.
Just
I'll
hit the
walk
same
the
button
fire.
again.
I remember what button I pressed for the first.
Are we all ready to fire at the door?
See, this is why we don't think you handle tech.
Schneider, you can give me like another tech roll when it's your turn, but as it stands, it's not. Okay.
Just overwatch the door.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, you can like sacrifice your actions and let Schneider open the door if you want. Like you use like an inspiration on your brother. It's like open that door. It's like you could if you want to.
So soldiers have
but
bonds.
Overwatch. Oh no! This is gonna like XCOM 2. Okay, I'm out. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Where did the aliens go?
They ran to the right.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no aliens.
Oh yeah, Camo,
Technically,
remember when I
yes.
was telling you about the universe? I never got to the Medorians. So
Mhm.
the Medorians are humans that sort of splice their DNA with like not aliens, but with animals and plant. There are no aliens in my universe, by the way, because I like that. I feel
So
okay
there's
to that.
spliced human DNA people.
Yeah, spliced
Yeah.
human DNA people with like genetic modification and like weird cruft that they've done to themselves, and so they're horrifying Medorian
just-
constructs.
They're not aliens, they're just hyper mutants.
Yeah, basically, it's a nice way of putting it.
But they still are intelligent.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
some of them are more intelligent than others. Like the steel duns are the most, okay, they're the most intelligent that you guys have seen so far. Okay, sort of. But,
No, they're not.
We're
true.
seeing something
There
more
was
intelligent.
there was something more
Mr.
intelligent.
Psycher Man.
That
Do we
doesn't-
have precise control over the door, or does it just kind of open and close?
just sort of open and close? Unfortunately, that's all you really can do. But yeah, okay. So and then the Hushfers seem a little more brutish, but they seem intelligent enough to move things and open doors. And the Hushfers are quite intelligent, but operate elevators and do some complex tasks. But they don't have the same sort of fingers, that steel duns have. So they can't really easily operate stuff. Not as easily as steel duns, for example.
They just know what button to press.
Yeah, sort of. Okay. Mickey, unfortunately, once again it's gone to his turn, but he can't do anything. Mickey is going to move up and take up position next to Jonas. Sort of just sort of stand there and overwatch. Sorry, not Mickey, but Mick Marine.
Mech Marine. Mech
Mule.
Marine.
I'm going to call him Neull Marine until the entire squad is voted. It's like... what does
I
Mickey
like
want to
Mickey.
do? Okay.
What was
honest.
making all those noises?
Okay, we can call him Mickey Marine. Mickey Marine.
Mark 1.
My word. Mickey Marine Mark 1. What madness. Okay, okay, what you guys, okay, so what is Mickey gonna do?
Overwatch, that's all he can do.
Oh, fair enough. Well, he could, okay, so, there are some
Well,
vents.
saying that, he could push one out of the way and actually go use the controls. He is going to confuse
Yeah.
as well. But
Oddie, do you want to maybe look up? Okay, well, does Mickey want to look up and look for any vents, perhaps? Because there are some vents above.
Meki will look around using his night vision and all that
Okay,
stuff. Whatever.
give me a perception roll on Mickey, because just see if he sees some vents. He can, but like, I mean, bigger, never mind. Okay, that's fine.
Not very good.
There's a big vent there's a couple of big vents in the top of the room. Does Mickey want to go through them, or does he want to stay here and help his guys, or does he want to try and explore?
Meki goes through the vents.
Okay, so Mickey jumps up onto the roof, rips open one of the vents, and starts climbing through them. Oh, pardon me. You'll see where you land up next turn.
I just moved him off there, so he's not in there anymore.
That's okay. I'm gonna put it.
I want to still be able to see him.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Don't be paranoid. It's all right. He's fine. He's fine. Okay.
He's already died once in this game.
Okay. The Hushfers are surrounded by fire, so they're panicking. One is gonna just absolutely smash the door that Oddie is of the storeroom down, because it's basically nothing. He bashes the door open and runs inside. Oddie, do you want to maybe give me like a stealth or something, if you want or not? It's quite a compact room. I wouldn't say it's very.
What does stealth come under?
Dex.
Yeah, dexterity.
I mean,
Vip,
this will work.
maybe?
Sorry,
I mean, it's
Schneider?
not bad.
I'm just gonna no.
Sorry, Schneider, you're breaking up.
About something. No, never mind.
Oh, okay, alright, that's fine.
Do anything I ever.
Alright.
I must type on a crate.
The big Hushfer is gonna just attack the door and try and tear it down.
Yeah, I don't think he hits.
Just tears a little hole in it. You guys can see the door buckling and bashing and getting ripped at the other side. And the other little one that's on fire runs in as well, and they kind of like scamper up onto the boxes and like they're freaking out.
That one sets the box on fire?
Absolutely it does. Camo. Absolutely.
Are those oil barrels?
No, they're
Food.
Yeah, they're food barrels.
They could be combustible though.
They might be.
They're
So
people barrels.
the people barrels. The little Hushfer kind of just leads a little trail of fire along with him. You can blame Camo for this, by the way. Just saying.
I'm alright with it.
Oddie is in a hell. But Oddie has a little bit of fire resistance, but not much.
So I can get through fire.
Yeah, Oddie can kind of survive the fire. Oddie, what is your stealth? 7. Okay. The things are freaking out and there's fire, so you just kind of huddle behind a box and hope they don't notice you. Halen, what do you want to do? What do you want to do, Camo? So each of the doors has
That
a
door is
control.
buckling.
The door is buckling. I agree. Your Gilzion rifle, by the way, has the ability to shoot through materials with sort of a penetrating shot. By the way, so you can try and
Then
blind.
I am going to step to the side,
Okay.
and I'm going to. How do I do this?
Do you wanna shoot into the door with penetrating?
I want to shoot where I see. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I don't think I can
Go
phase
through the
through
door.
doors.
So
I'm going to shoot where I saw the last dent appear in the door.
okay, that sounds nice. Give me an AC of give me an attack with an AC of 1 because you're trying to shoot through a door and a Hushfer at the same time.
Penetrating shot specifically.
Oh, true. So
Gaussian rifle attack, AC of 1.
yeah, okay, 3 is fine. Give it a 3.
Is higher or lower better for me?
AC 3. The higher the AC, the better.
Yeah.
Okay.
And AC
Because it is an armor penetrating round, right?
At least, yeah, the penetrating version is. You don't have a
I'm gonna shoot.
I didn't write down a penetrating version for you, but I'll take off a little bit of damage. 10 damage. Okay, so you do 8 to the muscle thing. So you shoot right through, and then you hear a scream at the other side, and the big Hushfa is kind of, well, you guys can't really see it, so.
But you've kind of just weakened the door canal as a whole to stab through.
Yeah, you have weakened the door by pretty much the same amount. So it also takes 8 damage, and the door is now just fire right through. Poof. But the door is also buckling, getting torn in bits, and now the door is just almost a shred. There's only a couple bits of steel kind of between you and the big Hushfa, as the Gazine rifle tears through the bloody steel.
And they're still doing better than me.
Honestly, I'm not sure hitting the button's gonna help much now.
You might just need to blow away the door, yeah. Okay, I'll let you guys do that. I'll let you guys talk.
Well, it's Schneider's turn.
I don't think it's dead yet.
Nah, probably not. These things tend to take a lot.
Not as much as I made a Grogor, but it's
Guessing I'm out.
still a lot.
At least you still brought that down.
Yeah.
Second generation, though, no.
Second phase. So, what
Wait, so is this guy behind the robot on fire?
behind the robot?
Yeah, and right.
Dame.
How do
no,
I-
he's injured.
No, Dame is.
Okay.
Yeah, Dame is injured. He's not on fire.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hold on, we should probably change this.
Yeah, I'll give you Dame. I'm gonna give you a little yellow dot just to show that
I
you're.
was going to say, how about this?
Oh, I use that when you're actually properly down though, so maybe not.
No, I thought you used this when we're down.
Oh right, okay, never mind. Okay, use that one then. That's fine. It's okay. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
crippled.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's
That's actually
the crippled thing.
that's fine. That's perfect. Okay. What do you want to do, Schneider?
See if I can open that door.
Okay. So just give me another computer's roll. Doesn't need to be high. Just be quite low. You can just pull it open.
Oh, if it's high, can I open the door slightly?
Sure, you can open the door slightly. Well, it's very damaged. It won't open very much, I will say.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it can open a little bit. Bjorn Olsen, 7. Okay, so you it kind of gets that far, and then all the damage stops it from going into its specially constructed
Yeah.
recess in the wall. You can still take a shot. Sorry.
Yeah. Good.
Okay, yeah. AC 3. Oh, and Jonas gets an Overwatch shot as well as like Dame.
What is an Overwatch shot?
It means that if during your round you reserve an action to shoot, if when you see an enemy, basically.
AC3, right?
AC 3. Have you ever played
Like
X-COM?
moving?
Yeah. So if you were to say move and then not do anything else, you have one spare action, and you can be like, okay, I'm gonna reserve this to Overwatch, or you can say that I'll
I
reserve
see.
both my actions to Overwatch, so that if something charges at you, say you can shoot at it, or maybe try and move away a little bit. It helps
I
you
see.
kind of react. It can be a little bit exploited, but I don't let it be insane. So it's more like you can shoot something if you see it, but you can't necessarily run away if you see something.
If it means life or death, you might be able to evade.
Yeah, evade. Usually I let people evade if they're running away and something's running after them and the thing is close enough to attack them. I'll let them take like an evading save, and they can try and do that sort of thing. And it's quite nice. I'm usually quite fun about these sorts of things. So Schneider, what are you attacking with? The
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I already did the.
Nice. Okay, so 2 Illyrian hits, 14 and 7. This thing is so you open fire into it, Schneider, and just tear it to smithereens. It's Swiss cheese by the time you're over, and people have already been shooting with so much, and it's got a little bit of fire on its back, and it just collapses and just boom like a big chunk of jello, just kapla on the ground.
Because it collapsing means my now shot just goes clean over.
Exactly. It collapses and Jonas is firing the Neull, and the Neull shots just go whirring off into the distance. You do obviously notice the fire burning in front of you, but it's starting to simmer down because there's nothing for it to really burn on.
The Begin's dead.
Okay, Oddie, what do you want to do?
Yeah, do you know them cores I happened to found?
Yes.
What's the most likely way of? Is it possible to overload them?
They're too small to really do anything strong. If you
Might
want to
cause a
overload.
Distraction.
Sure. You can overload one of them and throw.
And
them.
and since if they're all together, it might make a big enough explosion as well.
Okay. Sure.
I said the Begin's dead. Just move.
You do have a light. You do have a light ray rifle. You might be able to shoot it. But okay, if you want to give me a tech roll and you can try your crazy idea. You see, Camo, I like it when people are creative like this because it's just more interesting than people just shooting things, you know. So I like.
Thanks.
Cough off, Jonas.
Gee, thanks.
No. No. Shooting is also damn fun because of the way you guys do it. But I'm saying that even more entertaining is when people just do nutty things like this and try to really be crazy. It can get a bit tiring, which is why I like the fact that the guys often just shoot stuff. But you know, it's tiring for me because I have to try and make up stuff on the fly and be quite consistent. But yeah, okay, 8. That's fine. You make it sort of overload to the point of spitzing and spatzing. So Artie, because you're a Hyterian, you just pull out your like tool or whatever you have. Your I don't know. Your uni tool. I don't know. But you pull out your tools and you do something. You know, crank it and you spark it and you plug your little tech pad in. You press some buttons and the thing starts to get hot and red and go. You know, it's as if it's spinning up really high, and then you throw it over your shoulder. Oh, okay. What do you do now that you have it primed? Where do you want
I'll
to throw
grab as
it?
many as I can into one end and just throw it out at the closest huster.
Okay, are you throwing all of them?
Besides ones in
You're
my pocket,
in
of course.
danger.
Okay, so how many are you throwing, Oddie?
I don't know how many was actually left laying around.
Oh, so you're not throwing the ones in your pocket, you're throwing the ones that were just there.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Why don't I use the ones I got in my pocket?
well, because those are in your pocket already. It's like, okay, fine.
I want them.
I'll let you throw 2 because you have to, because it's not much time and you're trying to like overload them, and so you manage to make 2 of them. One of them you overload more than the other, and the other one kind of half overloads. And then where do you throw them?
Round there.
Okay, so you throw one at the bloody Hushfa, or like at its feet as it's sort of screaming and kind of freaking out because it's also got a little bit of fire on it. All of them kind of have a bit of fire on them, really. So this one
Into the food barrel as well.
Yeah. So into the food. What? Into the what?
The fuel barrel.
In the barrels, into the food barrels
Okay.
as well.
Okay. Into the food
It's
barrel.
in that area.
Okay. So you throw the 2 things. One of them, bounces onto well, one of them smacks into the Hushfa. It kind of gets a little bit startled, and it looks at the little thing glowing and screeching at its feet, and it gets and it's very confused. It's horribly confused. There's fire. Its things are dying. There's bullets going everywhere, and there's now a weird thing in its foot that's screeching and glowing red and getting quite hot. The other one goes and lands kind of on the shelf behind the food things, and sets some of the circuits on fire because it's starting to glow and red, and so some of the circuits start to burn up, and there's this putrid black smoke that starts to pour forth, and it just stinks. Here, let me give you a nice putrid black smoke, I guess. And there's this smoke of burning material starts to kind of envelop the room. Okay, Oddie, what do you want to do? Oh, sorry, Dame, what do you want to do? The fire is simmering down, I will say.
Well, there's an issue, you see.
Yes.
That is fire.
But the
But
fire
it's
is
simmering
the
down.
fire is simmering down. It'll extinguish like very soon, basically. because it doesn't have anything to burn on. It's just
Well-
napalm kind of stuck to the walls, basically.
I will secure this room.
Okay, so you just stand there and Overwatch. That's fine. Because something might.
Oh, why is Meki over here, by the way?
Because he's
Mech is
climbing
not
through
in,
the.
he's not in the room.
He jumped up onto the ceiling and is now climbing through the vents, basically.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
It's freaking Mickey. I think it's pretty great.
He's doing his job he was originally meant to do.
He was originally meant to do. Absolutely.
For the first time ever,
For
he's
the first
being
time.
used as a
Captured
stealth
it.
mech.
Okay. So that's all you're gonna do, no? Right? Dame?
I've got to.
Yes?
Is that all you're gonna do?
Yeah, go into Overwatch.
Okay, great, fine.
They might come from any direction now.
Absolutely right. Okay.
What might come from any direction?
Oh, I don't know, the things that can crush through doors?
But he's dead.
I can't see them.
That
I
one
can't
is
see
dead,
them.
yeah. The other, there are presumably a fair amount of others.
So I'm just keeping Overwatch on all of the doors. So this one,
Okay.
this one, and this one. I'm keeping an eye out.
You can hear the door open from beyond the door, of course. You can hear the door
Okay,
open
well,
and there's you can't really tell
I
what's
base that
moving,
way.
but you can hear something at least. Oh, sorry viewers, I forgot to update the bloody viewport because I'm so busy trying to deal with my damn thing. Apologies viewers, because I record this on one monitor and then I GM it on the other so that people can't see the critical data, let's say. And these guys are going to do this. And just trying to move stuff around because there's a lot of cruft everywhere. They do that. No wait, no, they don't do that. That's stupid. Why would they do that? I'm getting very fed up with myself. You don't seem to understand. They do this. Move this here. That there. Great. Okay. All right. And these two. So some of the things are a bit more locked down than everything else. Okay. That's the go. Jonas, what you want to do?
Well, I mean, hearing the door,
Fair enough. Shame, Will. I wasn't. Yeah.
Mechie might find you.
Hmm. Isn't it
hopefully not.
Will, you can go play something else. It's fine. Go enjoy yourself. Just it's all right. It's gonna be a while. So Jonas, you go there and you set up Overwatch, eh?
Mhm.
Great. Heretic, but laps. Okay, Mickey Marine. Move back to the center of the room. Okay, finally. So Mickey is gonna climb through the ventilation systems. And boom, drops down and lands in a room full of hatches. It's very strange.
Okay.
It's very, Mickey can tell that it's quite cold and dark.
Mechie can see, but where the hell did these lead to? Is there any kind of information anywhere?
No, it's a very, very, it's just a very relatively bland but well reinforced room with these little pods in it, and Mickey can see these other little recesses and down.
What's in there?
Well, do you want to roll me a stealth check? I'd laugh. Audie just said no and just buggered back. That'd be quite funny. 10. Very nice. Okay, Mickey isn't noticed.
Mechie's job.
Mickey isn't noticed. Mickey slowly creeps into the room, and he can see a bunch of caskets, sort of metal caskets with these big, locks on them. And there's some and these like turbines, and the room is circulating with air. It's very circulated. Well, as much as Meki can sort of tell. It's not like you're looking at Meki's vision, but in Meki's own AI mind, the room's very well ventilated, and there's these caskets, and it's quite bright in here, in contrast to the other room. It's quite bright.
Is this food production?
Most likely.
I'm not saying a thing.
I wish I just wanted to get down and dirty, but you don't.
And then there's this big glass, quite a heavily reinforced glass wall between Meki and these steel guns, which are busy trying to push these tables against the wall, these metal or steel or whatever they are, benches against the door, and trying to block it and lock it. These guys look like they've got nicer uniforms than the other ones, let's put it that way. They look like they're a little more
caretakers.
They look like they're a little more important, perhaps, or like they've got some sort of higher job. It is in a heavy security wing of this place. So Meki's dropped down, moved, and done stealth. So I don't think Meki can really do anything else.
I don't think there's anything Mecha can do here, really.
Oh, well, he can go and try and break down the glass, and but he would run out of movement before he could do that properly. Okay. These two in here are choking and confused.
They're panicking, they're blind by smoke, they're still on fire, definitely going to find me.
One jumps up onto the crate and it's just trying to get away from the fire and the smoke. It doesn't realize you're there, Oddie. The other one comes running out of the room because there's just fire, and it's now a closed room with smoke everywhere. And it sees the dead Hushford and just screams down the bloody hall. Just poor thing, it goes busting out and runs through the fire, and it's now trailing even more fire. Well, it's trailing a few little cinders behind it, nothing much.
It's leaving footsteps.
Little footsteps. Okay. Yeah, that's basically all it's going to do. Halen. Have a 5. What do you want to do? Huh.
Are we in contact with the AI bot in the other room?
Not really. You can't talk to him. Only Oddie sort of really has a connection to it. Him and Avi, but Avi's way back repairing the ship, so this doesn't help you.
I'm going to... what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What are we going to do?
What are you going to do?
I need to patch myself up. Do I have any repair kits or stuff on me?
You can make a little medical roll and maybe heal yourself for a few HP, but not very much. Like the problem with this is that in terms of health for all of you guys, that a lot of that health is actually just the armor on you guys. So when you take health damage, a lot of that is just your armor getting ripped off and things like that, and maybe you get a few scratches. But for the most part, you can't really heal yourself because you'd have to try and reattach that armor and do things.
Technically, the only medic here is me.
Technically, Oddie knows more. But you are an LSN soldier, so of course you know first aid and you know a lot of other things, actually. You could probably stop someone from dying.
I'm going to stop the bleeding.
Okay, sure.
Stay where I'm at and try to stop the bleeding.
That's fine. You bandage yourself up and stop the bleeding. That's fine.
Does that give me an Overwatch check?
You can Overwatch if you want. Sure.
Let's do that.
Sure. Okay. Schneider, what do you want to do? Look at the state of this hallway. I love it.
I don't even know. Everything's a mess.
There's fire, there's a dead Hushfur, there's smoke and smoldering circuits, and there's barrels of people. Oh god, it's such a mess. It's such a horrid mess.
I guess I can go up here and scream for John. Come on.
I love that.
Do I get a response?
Oddie,
at least someone remembers me.
Are you going to respond, or are you going to yell back?
Yes. No, actually, no, I can't.
I was about to say, there's a bit of a hush for next to you. You get no response, but you do hear the hushfer running. You see the hushfer that ran down the hall, and you hear the banging and running around inside the storage room. So you assume the hushfer and Oddie are probably in there, but you hope.
We're not making sweet love, don't worry.
What the hell, Oddie?
There you are. That's the best part.
Okay.
Could be.
Anyway,
Well, you're both behind the same set of boxes, so yeah.
before I nuke this entire planet, can we move on? Okay,
Doing
Schneider.
class.
It's not a planet though. It's a moon.
Oh my word.
That's no moon.
There's the-
That's a battle station.
Okay, so Schneider, you go out there and
It's a battle station.
you yell. Do you want to do anything else, or was that all you want to do?
Well, that's all.
Okay.
Overwatch again.
Okay, yeah, sure. You're standing there with your weapon ready. Oddie, what do you want to do? There's this hushfer right next to you, and the problem is, it's staring at you. Oddie, so you hear Schneider's running. Yeah, well, okay. You hear Bjorn yelling for you, and you just go sprinting out of the room through the fire
what's up?
and past the door, and just the poor hushfer left screaming in there. And Oddie and then Schneider and Bjorn is like, there you are. It's like you're not dead or something worse. Okay.
Just
Dame.
saying what's up as I go past.
What's up, bro?
You called?
Oddie. Not very, I was saying. Anyway, let's go Dame. Go Dame.
I'm going to continue watching this door.
Perfect. I've got no problems with that. Got no problems with that.
After moving there.
Okay. I like this little shifting battleground. This has been quite interesting.
And Laps, the fire probably should disappear. Oh,
No, it's
pretty much be gone now.
it's about to. Don't worry.
It's my turn. I set off, remember.
True. Okay, sure. The fire can go away.
At least the big one. The small one's gonna
Yeah,
stay.
the small little ones are still smouldering away. And pardon me. And the smoke in the other room is just getting worse. It's just storing. It's just pouring out.
I'd also say to me, I wouldn't go in there.
Great advice. There's a slightly lighter smoke that's now starting to pour out and fill up the room and whatnot. Okay,
I think that thing's gonna be unconscious soon.
might be. Okay, and that
We
was.
can capture it.
Oh no! First they captured a Mickey, then they captured a commissaire, now they're gonna capture a bloody hushfer. And they're gonna paint it blue and orange, and it's gonna be called Mickey Mark Biological or something. Mickey Mark Hushfer.
No, Mechie Biological Edition.
Oh my life. Okay, let's steal
Nah, I'll just call it Medorian Pet.
Medorian Pet number X.
Okay.
I'm happy to say let's open that door, but I'm kind of terrified that there's
Kinda
gonna be
need me to
Ghostbuster.
come to the controls.
I know. That's why.
Unfortunately. It's just all this. You can tell I'm enjoying myself way too much. These guys going here. And they can stay there. Alright. Okay, so. And you are just going to stay on those command consoles. Why did I say that aloud? Shut up, Laps. Okay,
I'm trying to override the controls.
Jonas, what do you want to do?
Overwatch.
Overwatch. Excellent. Actually, I do need to give this guy here a roll. Give me a second. Lockdown's overridden, but you guys obviously
Bastards.
don't know that. Yeah. That's like a 15, man. Okay.
How can they beat Hyterion of the LSM?
They got a 15 instead
You're
of
superior.
Well,
They know their own and they got a 15.
Thank you, Jonas. They know their own tech, unfortunately. Okay, Jonas, you obviously don't know that the door is unlocked down, but you can probably just Overwatch more, I guess, if you want to.
Yeah, I was still gonna Overwatch more anyway, so
Okay. Mickey is Mickey Marine. Mickey Marine is gonna move up to Oddie. Still with his weapon drawn. Okay, what is
I can see. I know he knows his master.
No, he isn't moving to you. moving towards the combat scenario. Punk. Punk. Ting, ting, poof, ting, ting, poof. Sorry, yeah. Okay, what does Mickey Mark 2 want to do? He runs at the glass. Do you want to give me an attack?
I know he ran.
Okay, well, he still goes to the glass, and he sneaks over to the glass, but for some reason he sneaks, in their line of sight. I'd assume
No, he casually walks up there and taps the glass.
Oh my life.
These things are scary. It's scared.
They're looking that way, basically. He goes up, he taps the glass.
Then there's waves.
Taps the glass, waves. The steel gun kind of turns and looks at him. Then looks at the caskets and just runs
he
for
points
his
to the
control.
caskets.
No, he just runs for his controls. The other one also runs for his controls, and the third one runs for his controls.
Mech's gonna die.
And they're all smacking things frantically. And one of them looks almost as if it's laughing to itself.
Mech's gonna die.
I believe I just realized what those hatches were for. I ain't gonna tell you, Laps, but I think I realized.
Very good. Speaking of hush fuzz, the one in the room unfortunately just kind of, gets knocked out because of the smoke. Kind of chokes and can't really breathe. And it can barely see its way out anyway, so it kind of just gets lost in the smoke. Okay. And the one running away goes and starts, scratching at the door. Poor thing. Oddie, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna have to go relatively soon.
Oh, okay. All right then. Sorry. Yeah,
My turn again.
we've been going for it's nearly 2.5 hours, so I think it's about time we'll shut down very soon. All right. When you need to go, just tell me and we'll call it. Okay, go ahead, Camo. What you want to do?
I wonder what happened to the bot that went through the vent.
Alright.
We should
Try it if you want. If you've got the athletics.
He looks like he went off, that direction when he jumped up and scampered into the vents. They're quite high. It's higher than you. This room is quite, okay, all the halls are quite large because they look like they need to fit like scale 2 hush fuzz and maybe scale 3s. So, the room height is also quite high, but you could probably jump and grab it if you, got a box, which you can do quite easily. Jump and grab
This
it and
turn?
into the vent. Yeah, you could like pull a box over and get on top of it and jump up. Because there are vents all over the place, so you could go over to those boxes, you could go wherever, and the vents will sort of lead
I'm gonna
into
go
each
over
other.
to those boxes and try to get into that vent up in the top corner.
Okay. So these ones. Oh, sorry. Why did I move you? I'm so used to moving Halen myself and the mech. I'm sorry. I'm not even thinking. So Halen goes over there.
I was attempting to move myself.
my apologies. My very supreme apologies. And then just give me an athletics check. So go into your journal, go into your skills area, and look for athletics. Halen should have his athletics already set.
Athletics. -1.
Yeah, he doesn't have it. Sorry, let me set it there for you. There you go. Okay, roll that.
Attribute strength.
Strength. Well, dexterity in this case. He's trying to get out into a big event.
Okay. Dex. Submit. Assisted
No,
by the crate.
no, not really. The crate just lets you reach it.
Okay.
9. Yeah, perfect. You clamber on up, and then we'll see where you land up next time.
Cool.
Schneider. So Oddie just came screaming out of the room. There's this big dead Hushra in front of you. There's a bit of fire and smoke pouring out of this room. Bit of an issue. Up to you what you want to do.
Get the fuck off. For one. Actually, can I peek behind the corner first?
Absolutely you can. And you go to the corner, you peek around, and there's the Hushra just clawing at the door. It goes over to the control panel, it tries smacking the buttons, but it won't open. And it's sort of howling. Trying to tear through. Just trying to get away from the guys with Knowles and Gelzone rifles and fire grenades, you know? It's like, yeah, understandable. It's still a little bit on fire, by the way, so it's like, it's not doing
I
much.
only have one shot left, and I had to reload my gas iron, so what better time is there to use it?
Absolutely.
I guess. AC.
AC 4. Or 5, actually, because its back is to you and it's clawing
Would've
against the
hit
door. It's got a pretty nice hit. Yeah, it would have hit anyway. Nice 8. And right into its back. And it howls in pain and turns around and faces you. Or faces down the corridor, basically.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you need to go now, Dame? Okay, Dame's buggered off, so we'll do Oddie's move, I guess, and then we'll call it. Okay, Oddie, what do you want to do?
Do I stay and help Snyder, or do I go up into the consoles again?
Do I stay or do I go? Do I stay or do I go? What do I do?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Okay. Should I stay or should I go now?
That's 62 feet, but work couldn't make it any easier.
Yeah. Okay, great guys, and we'll call it there. So, great.
So are these guys like these mutants?
Yes.
Do they understand us? Can we understand them? Are we trying to capture one or just kill them all?
We can't understand them. We're not trying to capture them, but we could do if we really wanted to, knowing our record. They could understand us, but we don't know. Because, again, we don't understand them. And that's all I know.
Basically. So Oddie just gave you the nice rundown, and we're aboard their Lunar-Class Mothership, which is a massive danger to all of the Last Stand. So it must be destroyed or captured, which the guys want to capture it, but the LSN would probably want to destroy it more than capture it, because capturing it is a hell of an.
I just want the Rift Tech.
Oddie just wants the Rift. Go, Jonas.
All of the Last Stand, but still not as big of a threat as the Scarabs.
Scarabs are non-canon, Jonas. You don't get to bring them here. Oh my word! But
if Oddie gets to bring in his stuff, I get to bring in my stuff.
Okay, fine. You can have your little scarabs.
Actual scarabs. Actual scarabs.
They're
Not,
like,
not fake video game ones. No. Real scarabs.
I want to put my actual scarabs in this game. Oddie gets his little faction, but it's really minor. It doesn't get to like alter the course of the universe.
I try.
Oddie wants to badly, but like I've already got my history and my plan set up, so I can't alter it for his little faction. It's really sad. Jonas, you can have your little scarabs. You and the GA can have some sort of like micro war or something. I don't know. It's like.
I mean, to be honest, the Scarabs would win because
Scarabs.
we've both seen the Scarabs.
I know nothing about the Scarabs.
The scarabs have excessive.
If you watch Labs, you know.
The scarabs have excessive nuclear firepower. Is basically how it works, and that's basically how they work. That's basically just them.
Yeah, I can't deny this.
Luckily, though, Oddie has excessive robot armies and like whatever other overpowered stuff, and his planet is like some crazy stuff. So this could be a very interesting micro war. But
Good luck finding me.
Yeah, I just nuke every planet I come across. No big deal.
Sigh.
That means you're impacting the LSN, the RV, and the ZZ.
Which means they're getting,
Which means you
your
can't
ass is gonna
duo.
get kicked.
Fair.
It means Ferolders. It means pointers. Jonas's
Labs,
response just, I'll nuke
Labs.
them all. Yes?
Labs.
Yes?
I believe we both seen my proper mothership go against one of your Ferolders.
You're
We both remember what happened.
You don't get to have
Do we
the
not?
full destructive might of your mothership in my universe. It's just not allowed. You're not allowed to be overpowered here. Okay. Anyway, so enough fun. So yeah, camo. That's basically it. So this massive lunar class mothership is huge. It's this massive thing, and there's Medorians all over it. And also, there's something called Battalia Supremia, which may or may not be the ultimate battalion in the entirety of the Last Stand Navy. And it's out there, and it's basically surrounded the lunar class, and it's going to come in and help once the guys manage to take out this massive turret, this massive cannon on the lunar class, which is stopping any of the landing vessels or stuff from getting anywhere close.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so you can see that to the south there's this big gun. That's the primary wave cannon, the PWC. And the guys just need to somehow disable it. They can either destroy it, they can either capture it, or just disable it. It's really quite... Capturing is a hell of a lot more difficult, but they're probably just going to disable it.
Question about the lunar class.
Sure, well, what is it?
Is it built out of an actual moon?
You have no clue.
Is it?
It's like a...
Is it?
From what you guys managed to see, it's just a hell of a lot of metal. But it's you can't really tell what's underneath it because it's quite quite
Too
thick.
big.
Like it's big in every direction, you know. It's a big 3D, almost a sphere. But it's almost a sphere, I say, because it's more like an oblong sphere. It's like an oval. There's the word. More like an oval, I suppose.
So
Probably
it's not
used
the
to be a
Star Killer
moon.
base.
No, it's not Starkiller Base.
It's their smallest big ship.
It is actually. It's their smallest, the smallest mothership class.
They have
It's-
a planetary class.
It's the Lunar class. The next one up I can't remember, and then there's another one, and then there's the Terra class, which is like the super mega one, which is the one that's basically the size of Earth, which is a bit rough.
Oh,
That's
so
where
it's
Earth
Terra
went.
class.
So
No, Oddie.
Yes, Laps.
Now, I know where Earth went. I can't say it, but I know where Earth went.
They lost okay, so also Camo in Forever Cold War, in my lore, in my universe, after the cancer, which you remember I was telling you about, they lost the
Yes.
location of Sol. They lost the location of the Sol system and Earth and like all the planets there, and they couldn't find it no matter how hard they tried to look. So that's the guess Audie is making, and it's apparently the guess that Jonas is trying to back up. So I find that amusing.
No, I know where Earth went.
Be quiet. No, you don't. Shh. 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 Shh.
Oddie, PM me.
What?
Do not tell him.
No.
Do not tell
No, you already moaned at me once for spoilers.
You
spoiler
guys,
there.
you guys are going to find it out in the course of this campaign, so it'll be great.
Well,
We found it, guys. It's over
if not
there.
this one, maybe another one.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Is this gonna be like Infinity War?
Oh
Or
my
War of
life.
the home planet.
Do you mean it's gonna be like
It's all
Avengers? It
destroyed.
just goes on forever. Yeah.
No, it's called the Forever Cold War because every time come to the conclusion they go back in time after we do it all over again.
Zorzek Mueller and
Jeez.
wait, Ekul Notre is just stuck in this perpetual time loop where the only way for him to stop it is for him to win the Forever Cold War, but he never does it. And so the poor guy has been forced to do the same thing for like 50,000 million trillion years. He's been stuck in this time loop.
I mean, let's be honest. It's not our fault. He's bad.
Yo, did you just... Okay, where is Jonas's character? He gets a bit of an orbital nuke, a few slices
real
in
question.
half, he gets eviscerated, he gets burnt.
The real question is,
But
why is it a Cold War?
No,
Um,
Laps.
It's very much hot.
We've been through this.
It's in reference to the
Yeah,
cold
we've
of...
been through this.
It's in reference to the cold of space more so than anything
Yeah.
like the Cold War.
And also,
Yes, Jonas, what is it?
But it's not a Cold War.
Laps. The question is which character?
All of them.
Oh, alright, fair enough.
What do you mean? You mean both me and Equinotra?
No,
Both Supreme Command.
which of my characters gets nuked?
Assassin's one, obviously. It's like this.
All three.
Yeah, that's fair.
The sadist characters. Ugh, yeah. Supreme Command is just awful. I don't know, winning the war, and then Jonas is here just bad-mouthing you. Supreme Commander single-handedly punches a Dark One and holds him off for until Neull Squad could arrive. Jonas casually bad-mouths him.
Honestly, I think we have more problem of actually losing the war in order to end it.
Well, that's what the ZZ want to do. They want to destroy everything, and then everything's over.
Well, exactly. I don't think you can't allow that. So the loot will always happen because you can never lose the war.
Sure. Little battles happen. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. I don't care. Okay, let's move on. I'm getting tired.
We've allied with one. We've done one of the secondary objectives.
Oh yeah,
Someone pointed out.
Ally with.
Will pointed out.
Thank you, Will. Yes. Ally with lost.
Technically, we've done two.
Is now done, and reconnect with ops is done. Well done. Locate lost LSN GCD. You don't know. Yeah, you'd probably have to go back down. Sort of, but not really. Yeah, pretty much.
They might find another way up. We don't know.
Maybe.
They might find stairs.
Or be found by another group.
Yeah.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. They actually got mutations in them, which makes them into changelings.
Oh my life! Why? Changelings. Yeah. Okay. And then at some point, you guys need to meet Maverick Squad, and that'll be great because Maverick Squad is badass. Not as badass as Neull Squad, but Maverick Squad is still pretty badass.
Neull Squad catches everything.
Neull Squad captures everything. Maverick somehow always survives, and then there's
Maverick rescues us somehow.
Yeah, Maverick always rescues everyone. That's Maverick's that's Maverick's shtick. That's Maverick's shtick. It always manages to rescue everyone, and then Neull Squad's shtick is that it always captures everything. And then there's all the other legendary squads in there. In the FCW.
And Splinter Bravo, wasn't it?
The Bravado Splinter. Well,
no, Bravo Sprinters.
Bravado Sprinter. It's so good. I love Bravado Sprinters.
They like to kill everything, but they also like to run as well. Apparently.
I mean, to be fair, pretty much every member of Bravado Sprinters done some legendary bullshit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like survive a couple suicide missions and destroy a couple of fleets single-handedly.
Yeah, so some crazy stuff. So that's the reason they get to have their ass handed to them this time around. They've had a good life.
And still somehow survive.
Still. Yeah. Sheesh. And you guys need to meet John Ranger at some point, because he's just gonna appear for no reason other than I want him there, and it would makes no tactical or logical sense for the commander of the fleet to just go down and die in the middle of the lunar class, but he's gonna be there anyway.
We need Mechie. We need to find Mechie Mech. No,
you'll never meet John Ranger. I'm sorry.
We need Mechie Mech back.
Why? Too afraid we'd sass him?
No, it would make no sense for you to meet him. Well, you probably meet him if you manage to capture the damn thing. Then he'd come aboard, but otherwise, no. Because he's on the Tomoilta. He doesn't get to leave that thing. That thing is supremely defend. You don't just get off the Tomoilta.
You do.
No, you don't. Be quiet on it.
You literally just step off.
Yeah, you just take a step. It's not that difficult.
You guys are bastards. Alright, now.
Walk into the void.
Which I think we can end on that note. So until next time, everybody.
Wait, you didn't stop recording yet?
No, I didn't. Cheerio.
Cornflakes.